Terus berlari, terus ke arti. Hadapi semua tantangan, hadang semua serangan. Jatuh bukan halangan, bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah. Kita akan buat sejarah. We own this, we won't miss. We own this, we won't miss. Saatnya beraksi, jalani ambisi. Aku kan menyawakan hari ini. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we all live. Nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan. Hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan. Bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah. Kita akan buat sejarah. We all this, we won't miss. We all this, we won't miss. We all this. Nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan. Hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan. Bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah. Kita akan buat sejarah. We all this. Aku kan berdiri dan terus berlari, terus ke arah puncak tertinggi. Ku takkan berhenti, hanya sampai di sini. Kemenangan abadi menanti. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we all live. Nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan. Hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan. Bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah. Kita akan buat sejarah. We all this, we won't miss. We all this, we won't miss. Saatnya beraksi, jalani ambisi. Aku kan menyawakan hari ini. You know we won't miss if we unite our focus. And if you haven't noticed, we all live. Nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan. Hadang semua serangan, jatuh bukan halangan. Bakar semangatmu, janganlah engkau menyerah. Kita akan buat sejarah. We all this, we won't miss. We all this, we won't miss. We all this. Nyalakan apimu, hadapi semua tantangan.
Live from MPL Arena, Jakarta. MPL Indonesia Season 18 is powered by Muntah. Supported by Esports Federation of Indonesia. Presented by official gaming phone, Infinix. Official e-wallet, GoPay. Official gaming chair, Toda. Partner in esports, Aqua, Telkomsel, Bayou, IndiHome. Good time, so good. We own this.
Match pertama telah kita saksikan, namun perjuangan belum selesai karena untuk di match yang kedua kita akan melihat adanya GEEK Fam. Di mana seperti yang kita tahu dari GEEK Fam sendiri, mereka menelan 2 kali kekalahan dan kali ini walaupun terasa seperti kehilangan jati diri karena tertinggal oleh Baloyski, tapi GEEK Fam masih punya kesempatan. Bukan karena mereka lemah, tetapi karena ada puzzle yang belum berada di tempat yang seharusnya. Tapi kali ini mungkin dengan performance yang menggigit dan juga tabrak-menabrak itu bisa membawa GEEK Fam menuju ke kemenangannya. Tapi yang tidak perlu dilupakan ataupun yang tidak harus diwaspadai. Tidak lupa dengan adanya NAVI, di mana NAVI sendiri mereka bermain lagi panas-panasnya, bermain dengan lagi galak-galaknya dan membuat kita penasaran bagaimana performance dari GZ. Di mana dia adalah mid laner yang baru banget bersinar yang membuat kita semua terkejut membawa angin segar ke teman-teman NAVI. Bagaimana berjalannya match kita kali ini karena pastinya teman-teman yang ada di rumah maupun yang ada di MPL Arena udah penasaran. Apakah di match kali ini akan menjadi match kemenangan untuk GEEK Fam ataukah dari teman-teman NAVI yang masih akan mempertahankan kemenangannya mengingat 2 match terakhir kemenangan berhasil didapatkan oleh teman-teman NAVI. Tapi tidak lupa pastinya Sabila pengen ingetin teman-teman yang ada di rumah buat dukung terus tim ataupun player favorit kalian, ramaikan selalu di kolom live chat. Ya karena pastinya semua dukungan kalian itu berharga banget untuk tim-tim yang akan bertanding kali ini. Dan di sini di MPL Arena juga semakin sore semakin ramai dan pastinya sudah siap untuk memberikan semua dukungannya untuk kedua tim yang akan bertanding pada match kita kali ini. So, tanpa menunggu lebih lama lagi, sepertinya teman-teman caster udah pada ready di sana. So, casters, silakan.
And we're back for match number 2 here, week 2, day number 2. That second match between NAVI and GEEK Fam. And we're back on the English broadcast with me, Eterna, as well as Mirko. And then we have Sheffin. And this time I'm going straight to Sheffin because I want to know how he feels about this next matchup. Do you think that you are confident that your GEEK Fam will be able to win this?
I might do a little copycat thing.
Okay.
You know? What did you predict earlier? 0-2 for TLID, right? Or 2-0 for EVOS. You know. So, I'm gonna say that Navi will win this one 3-0.
Navi will win 3-0. I guess it's a best of 5 now, boys.
Well, you know, you need all the cope you can get right now as a GEEK Fam fan because it's not looking really good after Mr. BBB, Dictator Man, General Man, Coach Man now of Onyx has, you know, again, departed from GEEK Fam. After that, it just seems like they haven't been able to do too much here with Mr. Audi, even though he is my GOAT XBTR.
Hot take from Dunia Games.
Hot take.
Oh, is it Dunia Games or Revival?
Oh, Revival. It was
Whoa,
Revival.
you almost...
Almost. Thank you for saving me.
You almost cooked
Thank you for saving me.
That's not how you say thank you.
How do you say thank you?
No, like you don't do that.
Do what?
No, never mind.
Okay. Thank you for saving me. But yes, it was by Revival. They made a hot take. They said that without Baloyski, it seems like they are giving out points, like a team to... What's Lumbung point in English?
Point ATM or point machine or
A
something.
point machine or a point ATM. So, what do you guys think back at home? Do you agree with that? Do you not agree with it? And how do you think a GEEK Fam needs to secure their first win? Do you think A, they need to limit Zeon's movement? Do you think B, they need to target Jise? Or do you think C, they need to give Nazara space to farm? What do you think, Mr. Analyst Man?
I think it is right now playing their game without forcing out some weird picks. I think it's none of the above right now because limiting Zeon's movement, targeting Jise, these are things you can do if you know what you're doing. It almost seems like right now their vision is if we don't know what we're doing, enemy won't be able to read us out either way, you know? They pick the chip, they pick the Masha, they pick it as prio picks as well in the first phase. I feel like these are really forced strats, really forced picks in the current meta game, where again, they've showed that they can play the meta. Playing around tempo, game 1 in that first match looked really good for them.
So basically, focus on yourself.
Yeah, I really don't get it, man. It looks so good for Geek Fam in the first match against TLID too, by the way, right?
Yeah.
They were able to pretty much steamroll TLID. Once they switched to this chip, they got steamrolled back. So what's up with that?
Thank you for that, by the way. But it's a lot of thank yous today for Sheffin. But of course, we are looking at the man on your screen. He was the MVP of the match yesterday up against TLID, Jize. We saw him on the Lilias, the Eudoras, the Valentinas, the Jushins even of the world. And yesterday, he picked up a Novaria back-to-back. And when we took a look at his stats, it looks like he's #1 across all boards. Highest GPM, highest DPM. He even has the highest total assists as well. So what do you think about his performance yesterday up against TL?
Okay, up against TL, it was amazing actually, right? Because in game number 1, I wasn't a fan of the draft. We saw Rafaela into a Belric and XP lane. It didn't do too well at the start of the game. It looked very much like it was going to be a moment of told you so, but why not said, shut up, I know better. This is what happened. They, again, TL were able to lead in the early game. They got all the neutral objectives, but a few, I think, bad moves here and there gave Navi the opportunity to punish slowly but surely, to keep the gold lead from bypassing or getting past that 3,000 gold mark, right? And that's where Navi's comp shine. They just continue to scale, they get into the late game, and as you can see, when they get to the late game, Jize can start sniping people down like this as well, getting that final shot on Kevin the Jote, who we had right there earlier, getting a win today. So Navi, their scaling game looks great. Game 2, however, really reminded me of a very bad team in football because all they do is play 9 at the back. And that's what Navi did. She just played in the back. 0 structures, 0 neutral objectives, 0 presence at all in that game. 3 base turrets down at 10 minutes, a 10,000 goal lead for your opponents, and they just defended until they won.
Yeah, so there's a silver lining there. You can play as defensively as possible and expect a good result from Navi, but unfortunately in the early to mid game, it's really not really looking good for Navi. So against Geek Fam, which is very, very aggressive in the way they play, especially with the chip, you can somehow, you know, give them some, maybe they have some confidence to go against that because they can weather the storm, and it's been proven against the LID, which is right now, unfortunately, I can say, the better team than Geek Fam.
But what do you think about the Geek Fam that we've been seeing so far? You know, with Audi TZ, we've been seeing, you know, certain tendencies towards certain heroes, a little bit of force here and there. Do you think it's them looking for like their own rhythm, or should they try something different? Like, should they look for something else? Because it feels like they're relying so much on like cheese picks.
Yeah. At this point, is it even cheese, at least from Geek Fam's perspective? Because the chip has been the most picked hero for LDTZ so far, surprisingly. So yeah, you can build around that strategy, and I think it's a pretty good strategy as well. LDTZ is actually, at least as a re-debut, he's actually pretty good, at least for me, right? But you just don't force out this kind of strategy when your opponent has literally the counter for that. Because most of the time when they're playing the chip, the other side, oh, there's a Carmilla, oh, there's a, I don't know, Minotaur, or any hero that can counter-engage really, really easily. So why the heck would you force out the chip? You know, it only worked against bad teams like BTR.
Wow, that's a big statement. I mean, technically, if we're talking about BTR, Jize did surpass him in stats as a mid laner. I mean, Moreno was #1 earlier on, but now...
Look at the standings. That's where we'll see who really is
I'm just trying to cope, okay?
at the top, all right? Jize, he might be doing well now. He's amazing. Can't really take anything away from him. He's great. He's a really good player. But don't compare the Maestro right now, right? Even Sans knows who's better right now. Actually, not just right now. The last 3 months.
But what about a boy?
What about a boy?
What do you think about him so far?
He's been very mid. Literally, because he's a mid laner, and also because I think it's just been very, very average. I think even Jize has been able to shine a bit more than him. I think Aboy is kind of lacked presence in Season 15, I feel. It's been a while that we haven't seen Aboy going back to form, you know? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Aboy right now.
Maybe today's the day.
Hopefully, amen, amen.
Maybe today is the day.
Amen.
Because it looks like they are ready They are looking to find their form. Without Beloyski, once again, we're still in week number 2. Adaptations are expected, and we understand. Marcel, Nazara, Aboy, Audi TZ, as well as Kenziski. Is this the time now for them to finally find their groove and to finally find their rhythm?
A familiar face is gone. The war crime general has departed to Onyx, but now they're looking to find their new identity. It is GEEK Fan!
In the roam position, we saw so many bands headed over to Audi TZ, so it's all about how the others can pick up these prio heroes when that happens. Again, for Audi though, that Kaja's sick.
And on the other side, we are welcoming NAVI. Yesterday, we saw some MVP or not. The rest of the members as well can step up alongside Jize. Andoryu is there, Afro, as well as Zeon. They're number 2 right now in the standings. The big question is, can they surpass the big boss up top?
Just like TLID. The lack of faith from MPL defense. Navi, multiple heartbreaks, not making it to the playoffs multiple times, but now you cannot count them up. Because now it's a different kind of Navi. Under Why Not, they're looking to make things right. Welcome to the stage, Nodus Vincent!
You can't say that. You can't play that. That's what everybody's been able to say about Navi. You can't just go for the Rafael and the Beleric and play in the late game. You can't go Navaria and the Moskov. Well, say goodbye today to those doubters, I guess, right? Doubt us again is the tagline of TLPH, but I'm gonna use it for Navi.
TLID2.
TLID2 for TL.
For TL in general.
For TL.
So alongside the hate, alongside the doubt, once again, Navi trying to prove themselves here, especially in Season 18. An amazing start, and now we're gonna talk about things in a bit more detail. Navi, what are the winning conditions that we're expecting, especially when we're heading down into the drafts?
I'm so distracted by Why Not punching his players. I'm so sorry.
He does that, he does that. He gets
he's
aggressive.
He's a fun guy, man. Where's the line though?
As long as the players are okay with it. I mean, Coach Yep has done really much weirder stuff to his players.
What if his players are afraid? They don't want to say anything.
Hey, you can rule with fear. That's one way to lead.
Actually, you know what? That's a very, very good way to put it, man. I think a lot of ancient dictators have done that. Audience topic voting here.
No.
Give Nazara space to farm seems to be the favorite for the people back at home. Well, I am a fan of Nazara, you know? Can't really deny that. Man's really, really good. So, gonna give props to Sheffen's team. Marcel as well, big fan. Audi TZ, ex-BTR. But that's, their coach, Erpang. But that's it.
That's it.
For me.
No love for anyone else.
I'm sorry. Oh, maybe Chadera, because we like going to we go on vacations.
Oh.
Yeah, we
where
love
do you
beaches.
usually go?
The beach.
Oh, you like to go to the beach. All right. Thanks for that information. But moving on. Drafting phase.
No. Top 5 roamers.
Oh, we're going roamers first.
Yeah.
Roamers first. Okay, Afro, and we have Audi TZ. 48 total assists, he's at number 4, and we have Audi TZ not falling far behind of him. What do you think is the main glaring difference between these two?
Audi TZ and Afro?
Yeah.
Okay, so one plays for Navi, the other plays for GEEK Fam.
Can you swap back?
What do you mean?
Swap back. Swap back.
All right.
Chef and be the analyst. Oh my God, guys.
Hey, I'm Chef.
This Mirara stuff is getting to his
shut
head,
up.
bro.
All right. Okay, let's go back to Audi. All right, so Audi, he's a lot more pick-off oriented. He's a lot more playmaking centric, right? In the way he picks heroes, it's a lot more different. Like the Chip, the Kaja as well. He likes going for those pickoffs. He likes going for those big plays, but it's in a different way. Meanwhile, for Apro, he's a setter. Man really likes being on the setters. That's why I don't really like him on those single target lockdowns like the Cho. I want him on the Atlases. I want him on the Belerics. I want him, hell, even on a Gatot Kacha over that. Keys to victory for Navi, Infinix GT50 Pro, maximize Cars and Endoryu's early game pressure to secure turtles. You have a player like Cars who has such a crazy hero pool. I thought it would be a waste of Cars this season because it's a Uranus Barats meta. you're gonna really put him on those picks? But no, he's shying on those picks as well. Match Geek's rotations and shut down AudiTZ's initiations is really, really good too. We've seen in the past few wins for Navi that they do really well just reacting to enemy initiation. So I think doing the same would be great. Avoid chaotic team fights and force fights where Navi can set up is very much similar to what we said earlier, right? It's about reacting, it's about waiting for those initiations, it's about utilizing the chaos and creating a structured lineup for themselves to beat that chaos. They strive when they're able to react. Now, Geek Fam, they need to try to get a full-on knockout before Navi get the read. Let's take a look at their keys to victory. Put AudiTZ on a strong hero to enable 3 mid aggression and snowball early. This is very, very important. And I think that the blueprint has really already been set up or spilled by TLID as to how you can do that in the early game. Shut down Andoria's movement to disrupt Navi's rotation and tempo is very good too, but I will say this, be careful not to shut or not to think about Andoria too much because Man's a very good space maker on these assassins. As we spoke to him yesterday as well, he's an assassin who plays in a utility kind of way where he just opens up for the team. Force Navi into chaotic team fights and deny them the clean setups. Again, if Navi want to play it clean, you want to play it dirty. You want to go dirt. You want to throw dirt. You want to throw sand. All right? You never want to play equal footing. You want to bring out the whip to a fist fight. Kaja.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. I think we can stop whipping now. Because we are getting ready, ladies and gentlemen, to get into the drafting phase for game number 1. It's going to be Flying Cloud, so perhaps will we see a Rafaela being opened up later on. You mentioned the Atlas earlier on. It's banned out by Geek Fam themselves. They're denying that away from Afro, alongside the Chip, Respect ban, Fanny, Marcel, as well as the Freya.
So, Kaja, I think, will be a pick for Geek Fam to go for later on. Let's think about Geek Fam's ban. Whoa, the Paquito and the Hirata both left open. They ban out the Novaria, so I think we're going to see a lot more of this here. I have already said that Novaria will be first phase, I think even before week number 1, and thank goodness we're seeing some respect for it, because God, is it annoying to try to deal with the Novaria in the late game. Navi first pick, they're going to make a decision. Hirata or Paquito, or make Geek Fam choose. Go for a Belleric here.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can go about it.
Melissa?
But if I were to choose between Hirata and Paquito, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I prefer the Paquito just because of the flash
What the
potential.
hell?
But unfortunately, it's not really as prevalent as before. You know, Paquito is mostly gonna be in the jungle.
I would have never thought a man like you would choose Paquito over Hirata, my guy.
Well, on other stuff, I chose Yura most of the time.
On everything, you choose
Okay.
Hirata, all right? That's the name of the game. And Navi, no. Why not nose ball? Paquito and Baras, though, as a response, is a bit too greedy for me. The Uranus should come out here, I think even with a Belleric. I think that's just solid stuff here if you really want to play it cool. Or you go for the Uranus, then you pick up a mid laner, then you'll flex the Rafaela and Mathilda chats later on.
Surely there's gotta be either Uranus or something.
Oh wait, the Melissa's open. Uranus, Melissa. Then go for Rafaela or Mathilda later on.
Are you sure it's gotta be Uranus, Mirko?
Why not? What likes Uranus?
Well, I think yesterday it was gonna be Uranus, but it turns out it's gotta be Esmeralda instead. Nope.
It's neither, guys. It's
Belleric.
Belleric. You did mention the Belleric. For a while, a Claude was not something that you guys talked about, but it looks like the Claude over the Melissa.
I mean, it's kind of a way to, in a way, deny the Melissa.
It is.
It's not really something that I want to go for.
Because it's both Belleric and Claude. Both do really well against the Melissa. Then you have the Hirata as well for that early pressure. So if the Claude wins on the lane, you'll have that. The fact that Belleric is flex is also a massive tool that Navi have really been able to utilize in their games. To just scale up later on, to put the Belleric into XP, to get a Rafaela into Rome, to get mid-dominance, to get a respawn against Barat. So that's why Geek Fam are left very confused. I think the safe choice would honestly be the Kaja.
Eudora, maybe?
That's kind of crazy. They go straight for the Minotaur. Well, in practice, I understand you want to try to cancel out the Claw. You don't want to go for the Melissa here either because of the Belleric Claude. But going for the Minotaur here, I think opens up a lot for Navi.
A lot of marksmen too for Geek Fam, to be honest, because the peel is already there, and also you have the Baras lockdown, so you have enough firepower or like frontliners to work with. So Geek Fam can be a bit more aggressive in the second phase here for the marksman pick for Kanziski, but I do not expect it to be the fighter wants, bro. They need some kind of range.
Well, either or, it looks like the Valentina is banned out. You know, they're covering their bases. They know they picked up the Minotaur last pick in Red 3. So they're willing to make sure that they deny a good pick against the Minotaur. They don't want that to be taken away, the ultimate. So they ban out the Valentina. Do you still think, though, that Melissa should be prioritized by Geek Fam in this position?
I'm not sure, man. Yeah, there you go. That's the Eudora ban. I thought it's gonna be the Red 3 for Geek Fam because the dive is already there. It's a way for you to punish the Irara and the Claude. But that's a good question. Don't think Melissa is super necessary here. They can go with something that synergizes better with the Minotaur and the Barrage at the same time.
There you go.
They want to be super aggressive in the early game. Brody might be the choice, but you're gonna be up against Bellaric, so that's something that you need to watch out for.
Yes.
So even Clint will find it difficult, yeah?
Oh.
I think against Bellaric and another sort of dive will be as difficult. The Eudora gets banned out with the Raphael and the Valentina, so far all mid lane bans. I think right now, what are the pick in the mid lane?
Lilia's still open, Jushin still open.
They do ban
The boys
out
picked up the Odette and the Kimmy.
All right. This
Okay.
should be...
So Melissa is going to be the choice of ban here. That's the last ban through. They still want to cover their bases as well. So now Geek Fam, even with the same question, right, they're forced to go out and stray out of the current meta. Brody, they wouldn't go Mia here, right?
If it's gonna be something like a Brody, I think Jushin would fare well too for a boy.
Do you want late game? Do you want to go Moskov instead?
Moskov is a very Geek Fam hero, historically, but I don't know if this is the meta to pull it off, especially against a Bellaric that punishes the lack of range for most marksmen. So I don't think it's gonna be heavily contested here for Genzuski, but I could be wrong. It's gonna be the Selena first, trying to get tempo in the early game, and this feels like a setup for a Brody.
Yeah, this looks like an early snowball composition.
This is a first Selena, by the way, for a boy. He hasn't gone out into the current meta that we're seeing with the Selena heavily contested in the mid lane. So this is going to be a debut pick for a boy in this season. I'm curious how it all will unfold for him.
I think they gotta go Uranus right now. They gotta get the tempo away from the side of... but then what mid laner do you go for? I think you go Lilia, right?
Yeah, it's just Lilia.
This is Lilia and I think, what did I say for XP earlier?
Is it too
Uranus.
crazy to go for
Uranus.
something like a Gord?
I think this... I don't like the Gord. I like the Lilia.
Yeah.
So Lilia and... oh, I like
finally.
it. I really like it. So Bellaric goes XP and they go for glue against the Paquito. I like it.
Wait a minute. So it's not necessarily gonna be a glue EXP or glue roam.
I think it's glue roam.
Both side.
They're deciding as well
Yeah.
between Brody and Moskov.
They gotta go early game, dude. They gotta just go lock it in,
Then
right?
just Brody.
Then Brody, yes. But it seems like Kenzie's comfort doesn't really lie on the Brody. We've seen him do very good things on the Moskov.
He's thinking about it.
And it's pretty good against the glue, too.
Take a gamble.
Gamble in the early game or play safe for the late game. Which is it going to be?
I like
It's gonna be Hanabi.
I like the safe ones, honestly.
Go Layla! Go Layla! Oh, he
Gonna
goes
be
safe.
Moskov.
Safety is #1 priority for Kenzieski.
And it definitely can be fun. But not sure if it's going to be a fun time for Geek Fam or if it's going to be a fun time for Navi. So before we get into game #1, any predictions?
Navi.
Navi. I
Two
agree.
Navis?
I think so. I think they have the proper amount of respect towards the win conditions. On the right side, they have enough sustain to deal with that insta-pick. They have the poke to deal with the front. They got a lot. I think the only thing that really like susses me out is the Claude, because the Minotaur will have ways to cancel him out.
So that's a lot of pressure for Audi TZ. And if there's anything that Audi TZ does good or even great, it is working under the pressure. So let's see, will it be Navi or will it be Geek Fam to pick up game #1, best of 3. We're heading into the land of dawn with Suga.
Okay.
It's gonna be an interesting way to unravel. Let's get it.
Here we go into the land of dawn for our second match, Mr. Sheffin.
Yep. Not really a good time so far for Geek Fam, as they are still winless, maidenless, 0-2 so far,
Whoa.
bottom of the board. But they're looking to change that here right now.
Yep. Let's take a look at the pathing here. And Doryu starting the golems. This is an interesting path. Usually we see people start the beetle instead of the golem. He starts for the golem, goes to the orange buff, I believe. Oh no, so golem beetle into orange. Interesting. That's a new one. I'm gonna pay attention to that.
Do you think that's gonna help him get level 3 faster?
Might be, but I'm still shocked by the Indonesian desk right here. They are all Geek fans. Is this a Neffin kind of type deal?
I think she threatened a few people here and there.
Wow.
Bribed.
Bribed, yeah.
Oh, right, yes, bribed.
If you guys don't
In-game.
know. Yep.
Threatened in game.
Because she's a geek.
We call it Karabitra right over here.
Emblems though, by you, anything that we need to pay attention to?
Bargain Hunter on both the Selena and the Moscow. So even though Kenzie knows that he is safety, he's all about picking later on, or rather scaling for the later game. He still wants to go Bargain Hunter so he can achieve that power spike as fast as possible. For
By the
everybody
way,
else, a bit too crazy. Nothing too crazy, I mean.
is this a new trend for Selena? Is this like the new emblem choice for a Selena?
I think it's just been popularized by Mr. Moreno. Moreno goes for Bargain Hunter instead of Season Hunter, but it's all preference. Because we've seen Wilderness Blessing, we've seen Bargain Hunter, we still see Season Hunter sometimes as well. It depends on what you have.
All right. We'll see how that impacts the game. Obviously, they're not going to be able to rotate quicker because of said emblem, but all in all, everything looks fine. Navi seem to be kind of zoned out here as Nazara is the first one to the first neutral objective here in this second minute. Level 4, Andoryu is also in the vicinity. 50-50, let's see who gets it.
The zoning potential of Navi is actually kind of crazy. Cars, though. It's going to be a charge with Notice welcome. It looks like it's going to be the Hirata is taking the turtle down, and now Marcel is stuck in no man's land, going to be killed by Navi. Thanks for the chopping block is Audi TZ, and Navi got everything out of that.
And they're still going for more.
Hold on, Azara gonna get shooed away from his own jungler, and goodbye to the purple buff. That is a Grand Theft Purple.
So 3 members taken out. 2 members rather. It was a 3-for-1 trade. It looks like they're going to be able to pick up the next neutral objective. Nazara is trying to look for something else on the board. He goes for, the top side of the map, gets it. Is wanting to make sure that Navi doesn't go for the invade into the enemy buff as well. But looking at that, did you think that Audi TZ jumped in a little too quick?
No, he needed to. He needed to try to find some space. Unfortunately, he just has no level 4, right? He was level 3, and this is why the Beleric flex is so good. This is why I really like how Navi have been able to flex the Beleric into the XP lane when necessary. They're up against the Paquito. They flex it over to XP so that the Beleric will have 4 at Turtle 1. And you saw how it played into that skirmish. No chance for a retry. Chain CC'd by the glue as well. No chance to retaliate to anything that Navi does. Yeah, you can jump earlier, but that's it, right? Like, again, the Minotaur try to create space, not enough. The arrows come in, but if you're all cooked by the Wrath of the Dryad, it's done. And this composition, mind you, needs to win out early. Maybe that's why Geek Fam kind of saw the vision of, you know what, maybe we might lose early. Let's pick Moskov.
A lot safer. So they have some things that they can utilize into the later stage of the game. Geek Fam look to go for the shove into the mid lane. I'm guessing they want to rotate in a certain direction. Do they want to pressure the EXP lane? I don't think they can. It looks like Cars, every time he goes for the shove, he rotates really quick as well. I think they want to rotate to the gold lane here. Kenziski, a little bit pressured.
Yeah, I love how they're just utilizing this pressure, man. Look at that Dreadnought armor rush. He knows that all the damage from Geek Fam early on will be coming through abilities, and I think it's already cooked, dude. And Doryu is what, 2 levels? No, a level ahead, but this is gonna be guaranteed. Boom, bye-bye. Yeah, free neutral. Oh, I might have spoken too soon there actually because there was no retry. But yeah, it is free at the end of the day. Zeon gets a DHS. They will steal some camps away as well. And they're probably gonna dive top if Audi didn't show up. Now that he's up top, they'll just play it safe. Marcel's there, but there's no one. So, yeah, I mean, good position to hold by Marcel. Unfortunately, no one was there to help.
Yeah, this is also the difference between Paquito and Hirata, right? If it were Hirata on the other side, that you might want to somehow bank on just a pure total steal, but you can't really do that as a Paquito. It's purely very telegraph as Andoryu is going to be prioritizing that Sky Piercer out of anything.
That's why I felt it was so greedy to go for the Barats. The Paquito was great, but you need to go Paquito and Beleric, deny it away. The Barats pick was kind of I don't know. It's Aldo game 1, and now it's Erpang. Sorry, match 1, and now Erpang match 2. They got a Barat's fetish or something, dude. There's something wrong. I swear.
Maybe we can ask behind the scenes, right? Maybe we can
We are Barats.
what the deal is. Maybe it's something that we don't know. Because like initially we thought that Melissa Brody would be a Melissa favored lane, but it turns out the Brody also has a favor in certain cases. And of course, with certain pilots. But as it stands, Navi still holding on control. They're picking up that tower in the top lane as well. They're actually letting it pass through. Kenziski, will he be able to clear this one? Oh,
Just for a card.
Hey, you need all the gold you can get, all right,
But it's-
Shevin?
That's desperation. That's desperate, but
he looks kind of desperate. I mean, he's
They
he
are.
was zoning. It was frozen there.
Yeah. I mean, they are desperate.
yeah, it's kind of crazy that it was like 1.5k after the second turtle, but now after things dying down or like things settle down, the lead ballooned to 1k more for Navi.
Yeah.
So even when nothing's going on, Navi has the advantage.
And Navi knows as well, right? The only way that Geek Fam take this is they find a Geek Fam moment, right? Is a geekable moment in the late game. So they're denying that win con, that single win con, because they missed that early window, which is Kenziski.
Yeah, I don't think GEEK will be able to contest this one as well.
Nope.
There's nothing going on for Nazara, Marcel, and all DTZ doing their best to just give out vision, and the only thing that they can convert on is that far lane turret for Kenziski.
Yeah. So at least they are able to trade this time around. The last few skirmishes, not a single trade, not a single kill given away by Navi to Geek Fam. And Doryu actually not that far ahead, which is crazy. Nazara's been doing a good job this game.
He
So
caught
at least-
up.
Exactly. At least we have one of those audience topic votings doing well, right? You give space to Nazara to farm, and he's still able to keep the gold lead kind of stable in that lane. It's actually the gold lane, which is surprising to me. No kills on the board, but Zeon really just utilizing the turtle buff, those shields, more space from the team to walk around. But even then, Kenzie matches him quite well. This isn't over just yet. It's a big advantage to Navi in the early game, but it's to be expected, I think, with their comp.
So now, do they just play it safe like they are right now? You know, minimize risk, look for opportunities on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Wait for Kenziski?
I think that's the only thing they can do right now. Because if they go for fights, it won't be too good unless Marcel gets a big ult on Andoryu. That's the win condition. Because anyone else that gets munched on by Marcel, it's either going to be a Purify or they're too tanky.
Yeah,
We'll
there's
see if it
also
happens.
the counter engage as well from Beleric and also the blue as well. So it's not really worth it at this point. And GEEK so far does not have the damage that is needed to burst down literally anyone from Navi once the Detona's welcome connected. But Nizar still 1v1ing here.
Yep.
It's on Doryu. Hold on, Marcel.
Lilia.
Super desperate, man. 2 times by now, the last 2 Detona's welcome has been used offensively.
Because of the Lilia, this is why the Lilia is just so good against the Barats, dude. You're able to shred everybody down, and it's not just the Barats on Marcel, it's also the Minotaur, right? So the Lilia pick just gets so much value. On top of that, so safe. No one can really pressure this Lilia when it comes to, you know, assassinating or even diving. Dude, this is
Yeah.
very slim. The win condition, very slim.
Especially when the Lilia gets moments in like choke points. So it's so much easier to proc her abilities, the AoE damage. I'm curious how things will go when they go full 5v5. Because then if Audi TZ can look for a moment, a proper angle, it could be possible.
Look at that. How do you know jump?
Well, this is going to be possible. And Zara already expended all his resources, but the pistol overall connected towards GZ is very low. But now, fight still continues. Leon re-hitting the back. Now, the Barats is super low. Revitalized for cars. DTZ already connecting on towards 2. Another knock-up as well. A boy still going on in the front line. Kenziski also hitting the back. Now, Nazar still fighting against Andoryu. Andoryu with a good outplay. Triple for himself. Kenziski might be trying to get away here.
Wow.
Purify has been popped and gets the kill for himself against Apro.
That was a 3-4-4 trade. A long team fight. Kenziski, he was able to maneuver in and out of that team fight without being touched at all. We're going to take a look at the replay of how exactly went down. Mirko, break it down for us.
It started out by GZ getting caught by the Abyssal Arrow, and that actually created a lot of space. This fight shouldn't have been close at all if the Lilia was able to poke down the Barats. But because the Lilia was taken out of the fight so early on, it became a little bit more 50-50, and that's why you saw this chaotic skirmish. Unfortunately for Geek Fam, they're still just way too behind to take these fights. Great display of individual... Oh! A boy gets picked off alone. Great display of individual skill from Kenziski was what I was going to say. But at the end of the day, it's a team game, and it doesn't seem like the Selena, outside of those cheeky little abyssal arrow, connections, can do much.
Oh man, I feel like this is so far one of the most underwhelming Selena games that we've had this season.
Yeah, it's the first time a boy's picked it up. Wait, that's a concealed play. Cars, what is he looking for?
Oh.
Right, everyone is brought back to the turret, but now NAVI somehow still tanking all the damage from the turret with the revitalize. RDTZ getting mounted on, Apro getting one for himself. Andoryu 603 as the Sirara with Sky Piercer.
I wonder how many stacks he has on the Sky Piercer right now. Either way, it's not good for Geek Fam at all. We're talking about, Kenziski being in the win con for Geek Fam, but even in that team fight, it looked like Audi TZ tried his best, and it really just went down the way that you guys talked about it, right? Audi TZ jumps in, tries to use his ult. Everyone does get knocked up, but he gets shredded so fast when he jumps in these particular team fights that it doesn't feel like the impact is really there. So there you have it, 50 stacks on the Hirara, 30 more to full. It's a snowballing Hirara, it's a snowballing Andoryu. Now what do they do?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just kind of cooked right now. The only way they win is, again, if they're able to catch one of these carries out. So Andoryu, Jizze, or Zeon before the fight. They got that win condition, Eterna, in Lord number 1. They got Jizze out of the fight, but still way too behind to deal with Andoryu, way too behind to deal with Zeon. And even the frontliners, Cars and Apro, so difficult. That's why you saw up top during the siege, Marcel wasn't able to do much. If he walks up, bursted down by the Lilia. That's the difference of having Lilia in and out of the fight.
That's what we saw. I thought that there would be, more synergy in their composition, right? I mean, Marcel into, maybe the trap from a boy, Audi TZ's knock-up. Is that not something that they can, utilize?
Again, for Marcel, it's like you don't have anyone to target. The only guy you can really lock down would be Andoryu. If you go on Cars, he's too tanky. If you go on Apro, same case. If you go on Zeon and Jizze, they have Purify. Again.
There you go, Tedras, welcome. He's getting bursted down. The Marcel is super low, getting mounted on too. Audi TZ though gets a good knock-up in the front line, but there is really no follow-up. Though still somehow bursting down the front line. Apro stuck in no man's land. The Lord should be for Andoryu, but Nazara is there! Getting the Lord for himself. Zeon in the front line, getting bursted down by Kenziski. And now Kenziski's gonna chase Apro down. It's a double. Andoryu though, still camping the bushes. Can they spot it? Andoryu getting one. A boy will be the victim. Now Kenziski still wants to try for more. But NAVI, or Geek Fam, actually getting a breath of fresh air.
Yes, they get a breath of fresh air from that Lord Steal by Nazara out of nowhere. And you think that it was like a superhero play coming from Nazara as we take a look into the replay, but oh my, I didn't expect that.
I gotta give props to everybody on the team here, mainly Kenzie and Audi TZ, then Nazara towards the end of the skirmish. Audi TZ created that chaos, man. He was able to isolate the front line, giving Nazara enough time to deal damage onto the front, making the front to back completely off from NAVI. The fact that Nazara stole it was just pure 50-50, dude. Both junglers were around. I'd go as far as to say that I think it was a little bit more like 70-30, just because of how many more members there were from NAVI around the Lord Pit. Nazara had to just gamble. So, damn, well played. Kenziski doing a fantastic job again. This is why they banked on a signature pick like a Moskov instead of the early game of a Brody. They know if all else fails, they can still rely on this man to carry. And with the Bargain Hunter, with those bounties that he... Actually, unfortunately, no bounties. With those kills that he was able to get. Now he's full items, dude. The Bargain Hunter is working a lot of magic for Geek Fam.
Okay.
The whole team died thrice, except for Kenziski.
And on top of everything that you mentioned earlier, Mirko, I do want to say that a boy got the Abyssal's arrows on the right people as well. SOD doesn't land there. We do. Oh, Dona's welcome by Marcel.
Yep.
Zeon gets out of it.
Very cool stuff.
We notice by GoPay, throughout MPL ID, Afro's glue still has a 100% win rate across 3 picks. His last glue came against BTR in Season 17, where Navi was able to secure the win. So this makes it the 4th pick for Afro.
That's, yes, sir. So I was surprised. Shippen was equally surprised at the 100% win. Whoa! Oh,
3 picks.
3 picks. Okay. Still impressive, though. It's a very good pick, especially here.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's the Barat's ult. I think he should have it back up before the Lord is there. But Navi can create space now, knowing that they're, yeah, there.
Oh, hold on, Marcel taking a bit too much damage, and also the flicker as well. Again,
Yeah.
two big resources. The ult's gonna be up, but the flicker will not.
Yeah.
It looks like the cooldown's pretty fast though. It's up again, no?
But the flicker, see, like
The flicker.
because the Detonus Welcome was used, they were comfortable walking up, dealing more damage, taking more space, going on to Marcel, poking him out, forcing a flicker. So, yes, he has the ult back up, but he won't have the flicker. That is a big source for the Barats. Remember, he needs to find great arrows by a boy. He's popping off right now. Those arrows are gonna make or break the game for him.
That's the pressure though on a boy's shoulders right now. And if the follow-up from Marcel can even be there on time without the flicker, Audi TC as well needs to get in position. This is relying heavily on that composition and that chemistry from Geek Fam.
Apro gets a good
They're
position.
gambling,
This is
they're
gonna be a
gambling.
gamble for Geek Fam though. 7K on the Lord. It's gonna be the star once again. Now Marcel with the Detonus Welcome. Kanziski is still getting taunted. Did not use the Purify. Just
Apro!
finally used the Purify. Marcel getting taken down, but now Geek is on defensive mode. Andoryu might want to chase here. Apro. Another first kill on the glue, but should be still fine for Geek Fam as they can delay the Lord just a little bit. Hold on a second, Kanziski!
What?
Andoryu! Just
What?
immediately bursted down, falling asleep. Oh man!
How did he get that SOD to land at the perfect time on the perfect person? That's a massive shutdown. Kaziski's not even full items yet, so that will help him to get to the point where he needs to make this a flippable moment, a geekable moment at that, and the Lord is still on the way.
70 stacks on Sky Piercer, now cut down by Kenziski after making the plays. And Doryu, oh god, not a good look after losing two back-to-back 50-50 retries. At that point, again, way more favorable to Andoryu. Now Zara was out of the Lord Pit. He couldn't even combo it with any of his skills. He's back up though, and they'll be able to defend. I don't think this nets Geek Fam a single base turret. But having said that, it's still the gold lead equalized. It doesn't matter anymore. It's completely irrelevant. So now we're back to level playing field for both these teams. Actually, maybe not level. It's still good for Navi. They have a far lane base turret up top.
And I know the stacks aren't as big as it was before, but the stacks are still there and it still can be utilized. But Navi now needs to be aware that Geek Fam are catching up and they are definitely adapting in these team fights in order for them to look for the opening of their own to get what they were able to do like they did before.
Now Marcel is gonna be the one that's in the front line. ODTZ will be functioning as the setter here. Oh, I don't know about that, Marcel.
Oh, the arrows.
Oh,
yeah.
man. I thought it was gonna bite him in the back. The fact that he brought the pellet to himself.
Yeah.
But it's all G for Marcel.
These arrows are starting to land, by the way. It's not going to be a kill, but this is good poke. Very good poke around those skirmishes as well, around the neutral objectives. That's really what got them the victory, too, on top of the fact that they just gambled. It's really good. Navi have... Oh, they conceal. They look like they want to get something. But yeah, earlier, up top, Navi had the slow push. They have this far lane. That's why they were so comfortable trying to reset the Lord, play the Lord dance. But Geek Fam didn't want that. They saw the Lord at low HP. They saw the reset and they just went all in on it. He saw the Sky Piercer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh.
Endless Battle, I believe, is the choice to trade out the Sky Piercer for.
It was.
There you go. Well, that's pretty cool. I have no boots for Kenziski. Still boots for Zeon. He wants to have the tough boots, I'm guessing, to get out of the Minotaur ult as fast as possible.
Yeah, and this is where the moment where usually Beloyski shine. I don't know, Kanziski though. Short of the map, I don't think Navi can gap close to this Moskov as easily.
No.
I mean, there's no Beloyski, but there's still a ski in Kenziski's name, so he has been making things...
He's got that Beloyski DNA.
Yeah, exactly.
Splash over.
One of the monsters that Beloyski built. One of the, you know, the newcomers that Beloyski built as well. And it's looking good.
Yep.
Geek Fam, they definitely have a chance.
Bootless Zeon. He buys the Windtalker. There you go. Moskov up top. But now it's going to be the Evolved Lord. So, and Doryu. Oh my
no.
god!
First damage!
Oh.
Strike by Nazara! And now we might have to say goodbye to the Lord. Out of nowhere, Nazara again and again in the Lord Pit.
He steals the Lords away from Andoryu, and now he gets a pick over onto Andoryu too. This is putting Navi in a certain corner, and this Lord will definitely fall into the hands of the Geeks. What a play by Geek Fam again in this 20th minute.
Give Nazara space, and not only will he be able to match the goal, the level at the start, he'll be able to win those 50-50s like it's more of 100-0. Then he'll solo kill practically the enemy jungler.
I would love to see the replay though. How the heck did Andoryu end up in that place?
I have no clue.
It feels like that one Sutsujin Joy play.
Oh my.
Was it an
remember?
overstep on his part?
It should be.
so,
Has
like-
to be, no?
There is no respect from Andoryu to Nazara. You have to see that. I mean, at this point, you can't 1v1 the Paquito anymore. He has a Queen's Wings and a Rose Gold Meteor. On top of that, he has crazy burst damage. That's, 2, lethal ignition, and 3, physics or damage reduction in general when he uses his enhanced skills.
That might just be
Oh god.
the play to lose in the game. Can they defend?
Uh-oh, might be the last Lord here.
They have a Lilia.
The turret is already gone. Charging the Tunnel's welcome is Marcel, but he cancelled it. Nothing on the board for Geek Fam just now, but Kanziski is still whittling down on the turret. Cars, the front line just trying to take up all damage. Marcel though might be in trouble. Apro looking for the stacks on the mound, but looks like Geek will just go back again and reset. Ooh.
But they got what they needed. They got what they needed, even if they didn't get the inhibitor turret in the mid and the bottom side of the map. They already have the far lane. The Lord is going to be spawning in the bottom side of the map. They're going to be able to utilize it to their advantage. But it looks like right now, Geek Fam, they're not actually letting it slide. It looks like they're looking for more. They're waiting for that next wave.
Big chomp.
Oh, I don't know about that. Revitalize has been popped on Cars. The arrow just connected. Now
Oh, the taunt!
looking for the mount. Kanziski already popped the Wind of Nature. Might be in trouble here. Big medium spirit by Auditizi, but no follow-up at all. But now Marcel is stuck in Navi's jungle, and that's
Apro!
kill. Napro with a flicker as well. Kanziski might be in trouble here. Spirit of Destruction, Immortality still
GG.
there, and Kanziski should be dead right here, right now. Is the Atom swap there by Kanziski? No! And they're just chasing down Geek Fam to the ground. Auditizi does not have anything that he can do to get away from this one. 4 guys on a cow! And that's another kill for Navi.
3 members are down and out. Geek Fam overstayed their welcome after being able to get that inhibitor turret in the top side, but they still wanted to press the pedal. They still wanted to push the gas. It looks like Marcel was looking for an opening onto
please not
Cars,
again. There's a Lord.
of all people. Nazara now caught
Wave.
between Andoryu and Cars. This
Wave.
might be it. This might be the turnaround.
There's a wave.
Nazara denied of a recall. Aboy is the sole defender. Can he do it? Seems like mission impossible. Now Zeon with the blazing duet. Nazara getting a kill towards Andoryu though. Now all the minions are
Aboy,
away.
Aboy.
It's done. Nazara still somehow alive. Now Marcel looking to make a difference. Navi does not have just finally have the damage to finally take the base down. Navi, after a very shocky late game, was able to close it out against Geek Fam.
It looks like even despite the moments created by Kanziski, even despite the moments created by Nazara, Geek Fam stumbled in the late game. They were so close to turning things around after such a dominant game by Navi in the early stages. And Navi, they get to close out game number 1 and make the point theirs.
Woo! A lot closer than expected, a lot more intense than you would have thought. But they were able to get the job done after an amazing early game. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Earlier, it was, unfortunately, Kanziski, you have to look at this play again, right? Not this one. This one's great by Kanziski, obviously, but I want to look at the bottom lane play with the Belleric. This was another kill. Notice how Cars got, here. He gets a taunt to Kanziski. I don't know with what. Man, we don't, that was what won them the game. That's skill 1. I think it was a skill 1 and it was through the wall, so you only saw a little bit of it. Catch Kanziski, even he didn't realize that he was taunted, and that's why it created the opening for everybody else to corral on and for him to use the battle spell out. And it gave Apro the chance to capitalize, which he definitely did. He went in, he punished, he did a good job doing that. And the gamble to even take this, man, with a Paquito, with a Selena, I think a boy would have definitely been thinking, man, I should have gone Season Hunter to clear these minions a bit quicker. Oh my god. Well played though, well played. Kenziski, I was not familiar with your game, bro. You almost single-handedly carried that game.
Almost, so close. It was so close. It was so close. I just, in that final push, they got the inhibitor turret. Like, why did they?
They overstayed.
And they got Belleric, right?
I
Marcel
think
targeted
that's
Belleric.
also a big mistake,
Yes,
especially
the
with the fact
barrage.
that he invested a flicker to get the Belleric closer to
Yeah.
Geek Fam in the first place. That's
And then Belleric just blew.
we call him Lethal L, but that's nothing but lethal.
To your own team. It's lethal. It's pretty lethal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunate.
that's why. But I honestly feel like this could have been all avoided if they
If
just
the
didn't-
barrage.
Like, Paquito, Belleric, dude. Belleric is even more flexible. You can play it in XP. Why are we like, bro? When there's a Uranus, when there's a Belleric, when there's so many guys who can tank up the Barats, why? Stop it, Aldo, Erpang. These XBTR dudes gotta stop.
Stop.
Get some help. And the cow, man,
He's
like
so upset.
the Minotaur.
He's
The
so
Minotaur.
upset.
The Minotaur was pretty good. I want to make a reference, but unfortunately, that was not New Lie. That was New Die.
What?
If you guys know, you know. Yeah, it's like very new. It's a very new meme.
Repeat it again?
It's not New Lie. It's New Die.
Do you get it?
I get it, but yeah, it's not really.
It's new.
Yeah.
Can someone explain it in chat?
Come on, if you guys don't know
I'll
New
wait.
Lie, what
I'll
do
wait
you know?
I'll wait for you guys. But as we're waiting, we do want to
masterpiece.
crown our MVP or player of the game there for game number 1, and it goes to Afro on the glue. 4 times picked up, still at 100% win rate, by the way. So add that to the stats.
Look at that. This is just unfortunate, man. There's nothing much they could have done in the early game, honestly. This is why the Belleric Flex, I mentioned it earlier, it's just so good because it gets you level 4 before, or right for Turtle 1. That's where you need it. Then they controlled everything. All the neutral objectives, took everything away. This is one of the fights that actually was pretty good. I think it's what set up pretty well for Geek Fam's comeback for a bit, because Kenziski was able to pop off, getting a lot of gold, getting a lot of kills, and really stopping Navi from converting on the Lord that they got. Getting this pickoff was great. I'm waiting for a moment to pause here. Up top as well, this is the difference between having the Lilia and not. Look, Nazara completely taken out. This was the New Lie moment. W to the cow, Audi TZ, unfortunately. Didn't really happen later on in the game as well, but this was the isolation. Hold on. There you, this was so well played by Mr. New Lie. I'm sorry, I'm so spamming it. But it's really good by Audi TZ, man. He goes in, splits everybody up, and this is what created the chance for Geek Fam to play this front to back. Because normally, this front to back, if you look at the composition, right, from the Lilia and the Claude, they will shred any of your frontliners. They have the advantage. Meanwhile, for Geek Fam, it's only just Kenziski. So they need to neutralize it in a way where Audi needs to take these guys out of fight before or after, yeah, just to buy some time for Kenzie to make up for it, to get the frontliners of Navi. And clearly you saw that happen here, and that's what gave them the win. Even a steal from Nazara. The steal from Nazara, a little bit more on the clutch side of things, but the play from Audi and Kenzie, that's more of the skirmish heavy things. Again, crazy steal by Nazara. Here as well, man, it's just Kenzie popping off again, and again, bro. And Dory tried. He did a good job, but then this face check bottom. This one as well. This is really good, right? When you have a wave up top and your opponents play around the Lord Dance back and forth, what you need to do is you go for the gamble. Go straight for it. They see the reset, and the reset is at a quarter of HP, so they go for the gamble straight up. If you let this reset all the way, Navi will just play this long lane as they keep on going back and forth, which means they have the advantage. They'll force you to make an error, and that's why you have to take, you know, the gamble here. And this was crazy. Nazara was outside of the turtle pit, or the Lord pit rather, and Doryu was inside. He could combo his own damage with his retribution, yet Nazara still won it with a crazy composed retribution. And I'll wait for a moment where we'll see that last Wrath of the Triad, or taunt rather. Oh, beautiful by Kenziski. This is the moment where it's just.
Did he have info on that?
No, I mean map hack
Pure
probably
instinct.
installed on his phones,
Oh.
but I'm joking.
Oh, this is the moment.
This was cooked. I don't know why.
Can you replay?
We can replay that.
What happened?
Oh, we replayed a bit too far, I think.
Oh.
What?
Wait, no item
Where
build.
was-
Wait a second.
Yeah, we want to stay
Yeah.
here forever. But dude, okay, the backwards goes me backwards like 9,000 years. So
Okay.
like that was not
That's pretty bad.
intended. But anyways, yeah, let's go items. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, we can go items now.
I didn't even get to see the Rapid Dryad, man.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we
oh no,
only
he
saw
just
2 moments.
he was holding the bush. He didn't face check it. He was holding the
Oh, so
bush.
he was just there.
Yeah, and then everybody came in and he was like, oh,
That's a lot of people.
S word, subpar.
Yeah. Oh, subpar. Oh, my farsa.
That's not an S word. That's a P. Farsa.
Oh, I just wanted to say.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look at the items. Nothing much. I like the... Huh. So Zayon had Windtalker. He sold it again for Tough Boots. Interesting. 101-12 though. Hey, it is what it is. As a marksman nowadays, your job is to facilitate your team. Deal damage, get those assists, get people low enough for this Hirara to go, hey, hey, and then ult, boom, Sky Piercer, right? Unless your name is Kenziski, obviously, because then you are the main carry and you need to pop off because unfortunately your main win condition lost early. But it would have been the same case for the Moskov if Nazara got the snowball that Endorio did on the
Yep.
Paquito. He would have Sky Piercer. He would be the one going, ha, ha, you know?
Chat's asking me to check your pulse, by the way.
Why?
I'm not sure. Are you okay?
Why?
Feeling good?
I sound stressed? I don't sound stressed.
He looks stressed.
I don't know. Every time I see the Hirara, I feel a bit stressed.
Stress in a good way or?
No.
I mean, you look stressed, Shevin.
Sheffin is stressed. He doesn't just look or sound stressed. He is the definition of high cortisol right now because his team is playing just like his team in basketball and football.
And how is that like?
Chokers. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. That was a low blow. I'm so sorry. Now that Oh, you know what? I apologize. I take that back, dude. I'm sorry, man. Because you trash talk usually early on in the season. Now I guess it's my turn, man.
Shevin looks defeated, guys.
Dude, because like
This is a
San
new
Antonio,
look.
he's a San Antonio Spurs fan. They lost in the finals to New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson, and now he has to watch Geek Fam without. Imagine basically Geek Fam without Beloyski is San Antonio Spurs without Wemby.
You gonna say something?
Nah.
Wow. Okay. Let's continue on. Best wingman cars. Rich guy Kenziski. The carry also Kenziski. So like yeah, we do understand why the Brody. Well, we understood the hesitation between the two heroes. Like we understood the advantage of these two heroes, but I guess Kenziski made a call. I think if Geek Fam do win this, like if they go like full best of 3, they win this, we could ask like what happened in that moment, like who decided what, and
Well,
what
if,
did Kenziski say?
if they keep on playing like this, then there's not going to be any 2-1 in tonight. It's going to be 2-0 for Navi.
I like how chat said to check my pulse instead of Sheffin. I think they mistyped it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's okay. Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, it's fine. Sheffin,
It was so close.
Sheffin, you have Airpang, dude. That's
It's
my
hard to
code.
work. All
My
they
code.
need to do is just not pick Barats.
Okay, that's a very hard thing to do. Like these coaches really like Barats, dude. They're
Don't
like
pick Barats.
they're like
You
members
have
on my Discord server, dude. They just
Lily on the other side and Uranus. That's what he keeps saying. See, now I learned things.
yeah. So also don't pick Barats when there's a Marcel. Aldo, please. Okay.
No
And,
Barats. Okay. So we have Barats.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless your name is Kid Bomba.
And then you have Lilia. No.
Yeah.
And then Uranus.
Beleric, Uranus,
That's a
Marcel.
lot. Beleric.
That's why I don't know why it's that Ryo, dude.
Marcel.
But honestly, Shogun
That's
does
4
well on
heroes.
it, even if there are counters. I guess. I don't know.
I thought Shogun lost on the Barats at MSC.
It actually did, yes. Vitality lost with Barats. But that was on them. Shogun chomped Kyle Teasy and then spat him out for him to get a triple kill.
That was so funny, by the
Instead-
way.
Funny.
I was so shocked.
All that funny.
I was like, how did he not land it on the wall? I was like, whoa, what happened? And then I pulled out my phone.
Now you're casting alone.
I guess it's a solo show, everybody. This is the time where Alyssa should, talk to someone. Damn, I don't see Alyssa. I don't think we have 1-0 content.
How dare you say I'm getting too old for Gen Z memes? I am Gen Z. What the heck, chat? They said the new.
I read it.
Bro.
Yep.
Wait, what was that?
What?
What was that? There was a sound.
What sound?
Was that you?
No?
What?
What are you talking about? Sheffin, are you okay?
I didn't hear that. Maybe I was like,
It sounds so dead. Oh god.
maybe I am. Maybe I am.
What are you thinking about right now? What's going through your head?
Maybe it's all just a facade, you know?
What is?
All the persona.
What
Not
persona?
Not the persona game, the persona up on the stage. It's just a facade.
The persona. His persona.
Not the persona, that persona, brother.
Yeah, not the game.
But whose?
His persona.
So Sheffin's persona
Evan's persona.
is a facade.
It's a facade.
Yeah.
Dude, but okay. Let's give you like a. There's a better way to look at things. Your second favorite team is winning, Navi, and they were inspired. Their entire like social media post is now a big persona reference, and you love that game.
Yeah, I actually, I asked Connie for me to actually introduce Navi yesterday for me to pump up the persona reference.
And
Kind
you
of
did.
content out of it.
Yeah.
I haven't made that.
So see, now
It's
you're a
fine.
Navi fan. It's okay to switch up, bro.
Jump ship.
Honestly,
Jump ship? Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
no, Sheffin,
Who am
remember,
I?
you are a fan of Spurs because of Wemby. Now, you're a fan of Geek fan because of Beloyski. You're not locked into the team. You're locked into the
Exactly.
player.
Exactly.
But don't start rooting for Onyx. We have too many Onyx fans already.
Yeah, don't be them.
But there's another yellow team that doesn't have a fan right now. And is
Navi.
persona, very persona.
I'll see though, game 2.
If they win or if they lose.
Nah, like I'm still gonna stay with Geek Fan, brother. I'm a loyal man.
You know what?
Someone-
I respect that. I
Yeah.
respect that, dude. One
Hasn't
day.
been tested, but
One day, yeah.
good to know.
Good to know indeed. Can we bridge to talking about game 2?
This
Telecaster?
is
Okay.
us talking about game 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're talking about how you're feeling.
Yeah.
You know, this is important. Okay. But yes, we can move on. So game number 2. Should Geek Fam opt for the same side? Because they get to choose now, right? Do they want to stay on red? Do they want to move to blue?
Don't really think it's a problem of sides, man. at
Yeah,
this point.
dude, they had a chance to just pick up Prio picks instead of the Bronze Paquito. Just go Bellric, bro. Why do they? Why do they not want to go green? Airpunk, do you hate the environment, fam? Why doesn't he want to go for the tree?
He likes dinosaurs more.
Okay, to be fair, I think dinosaurs are a lot more interesting than
Yeah,
trees.
dinosaurs are pretty cool. What's your favorite dinosaur?
I like Velociraptors.
Velociraptor. Mine's the little guy that says.
I think that's I don't know what's the dinosaur that has the tail, the rock tail. I don't know what's it called?
A Triceratops.
No, Triceratops.
No,
Mine's Stegosaurus. That's my favorite.
Stego.
Steg.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dinosaur, chat? Mine is the one in
Hey,
Jaws.
chat. You can pick Stegosaurus because I picked him already. Okay. That's
Anyways.
mine. That's mine.
You know what else is yours right now is Geek Fam. Can they do you any good?
Wow, that is not funny, chat.
Oh my god, that is amazing. Gurky Ship, shout out to
Oh
him.
my god.
His chat, Gurky Ship's favorite dinosaur is a turnip
That is
W.
that is like I think the best comment I've seen today.
Okay, wait, shut up.
You're
Paquito
mad at me and not mad at
Bellric.
that? Are you
Paquito
serious?
Bellric, Paquito Bellric,
Yeah.
Paquito Bellric. But Shepin, I will throw you back to analyst.
No, maybe it's different. Okay, never mind.
To be fair, they were like inches away from victory.
Yeah, not in the early game. Kenzie got out of jail free card, man.
Maybe they don't go
Unfortunately,
Selena again.
just like Gandhi,
No?
they lost some inches.
So-
like it could be different. It could be different. Wait, Belleric. Okay, this is the exact same. Maybe they don't choose Minotaur here.
Eudora, go Eudora.
Bro, even if they go Eudora, what the heck? You're gonna try to on the Bellric?
There you go. That's
I
the
am-
same.
At least you're in sync with Airpong, but
I am Geek Fam.
brother.
It's me. That is so immature, chat, but I don't know why I giggle at that.
Okay. Last time it was the Valentina Rafaela. They don't need to ban the Valentina now that they didn't pick up the Minotaur. They go for Glue first. So they're denying that Afro pick.
dude, the glue ban is great. So they are changing some very good things. At least now they have a guaranteed burst on early game, whoever they get in. Kaja gets banned out. I think the Minotaur will be the ban to follow very, very soon.
What about Melissa? Do they leave the Melissa open?
I think they still gotta ban it out. So that's why I think they're okay going against the Minotaur, because now, hold on, it really depends, all right? If Airpunk doesn't ban out the Valentina, why not don't care about the Minotaur? Because they can just pick up the Valentina next. But if the Valentina is banned, then they might have to think about that over the Melissa, right? Because they already have some answers to it. The reason they pick up the Claude is because of that.
I'm more interested in this choice for...
Dude,
why not though?
this game, trust me, it's gonna be a Uranus XP. The Belric will go roam. Right?
Could be the case, or most likely it is the case. But is there anyone that can... I don't think there's anyone that can replicate the glue, but is the level 4 power spike Belric on the first turtle that important to Navi, to the point where, you know what, let's try to find other heroes aside from the glue in the roam, because we are just that strong when Cars is on a Belric.
So you want a hero that's strong before level 4?
Might be the case, but at least like a stable presence in the front line. Nothing too crazy.
Which there isn't, because I thought it would be Marcel. Marcel banned out. Does Chip work? Minnow gets banned, so Melissa's open.
Yep, the Melissa can be the choice here, but again, oh, if they go Melissa, I think Lapu Lapu shows up. They want to just shred through. Remember that game as well, right?
Yeah. A good choice, especially against the Eudora as well.
Yeah.
If you want a roamer pre-level 4 that's strong. Oh, but it's hard. It's not AoE.
I think the idea is not who's strong before level 4. I think it's just like they're trying to get the Belric to the EXP. It doesn't really matter what they have in roamer. It's just gonna be the Hylos again. We're gonna see it second time here today.
For Afro, he's picked up
Brody.
the Valentina Cho and the Rafaela.
There you go. So they doubled down on the early game, unlike game 1 where they went for safety. But this means no Melissa. And this means, I think an Alice would be pretty good too, to set in the back line, get the Belric, get an Alice, get a Claude to go up all the way there. And then you go for a mid laner, I think like a Farsa, dude. I'm not even joking. Just get some long-range artillery. There's no dive.
You know what? You're up against a Eudora and Brody. I think...
Right?
I'm digging a bit too deep here. Kadira is playable.
Ooh.
Not against Barats though.
Yeah. I think, you know what's crazy? The Sicilian ain't bad either. If they really want to play long range with Carmilla Rome.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually on board with that, but they have to concede some of the early objectives though, if that's the case. Or...
Okay, they go for the easy answer.
Yeah.
Valentina and the Esmer.
Tell you, man, Esmeralda. Not Euro. Now for Geek Fam though. What is left for Auntie TZ? So I think Matilda is out of the question at this point, especially against Esmeralda. He's hovering towards support though.
Yeah, why is he on that? Kaja, Chip, Matilda, that's the only 3 heroes he's played so far.
Oh,
Fighters? Ruby!
wow. I mean, it's a way to corral.
Technically, Esme Valentina short range, Claude dives in, Belric does want that as well. Hirara is also a dive-in hero.
It's not as easy as it sounds, man. Like Ruby, playing Ruby is like, this is like a high cortisol hero in terms of like, I have to get someone, you know, I have to get, you know, ideally multiple members at once too, to be able to be effective, and chances are you're not gonna get that.
It's a big gamble. What do you think, Miracle? Ruby pick for Audi TZ.
It's a playmaking pick, it's a signature pick from back when he was in Rebellion as well. Now he's up against Navi, a team that acquired Rebellion, so I don't know where I'm going with that, but it's not really that good of a pick in the meta.
So you don't like it?
Not too big of a fan,
Especially
no.
when the Belric is in the front. What if you get the Belric too? That's something that you don't really sign up for.
And then your whole team gets taunted.
Yikes.
So both Navi again?
I still go Navi, but this time, the early game is a big punch. So it depends on how Navi deal with the early game. If they win out early game somehow, guaranteed win, I think. But If Geek Fam get a snowball, oh god, we might see like an 11-minute end.
So will the snowball happen, ladies and gentlemen, for Geek to turn this series around? Already a 1-0 for Navi. Let's head in over to game number 2, Land of Dawn. Here we go.
Great pathing by Andoryu. He goes straight to the enemy golem. Nobody saw this coming. This is a good steal. I think he's going to get both, by the way. If he gets this golem here, he goes to the beetle of Geek Fam up top. Apro, yeah, he's trying to buy as much time as possible. Andoryu, double, just poke. He doesn't go for the beetle. He goes for poke. He takes the mid-prio away. And Nazara, oh god, delayed. Free lethal and the beetle. Sorry, and the golem.
He's going to be lagging behind there. So already something that they're trying to secure for themselves. I don't think he gets caught though.
Flicker. Oh, this is such a big win for Navi in the early game, and it stops Geek Fam from at least snowballing for a bit, because a boy loses out in mid-prio now because it's a 2v1, and Ruby has no flicker. Let's take a look at the emblems by Bayou here. Brave Smite for... Oh, even Apro went Brave Smite. Okay. Yeah, they really are just trying to sustain past the early game, I think, here. Festival of Blood choice. Nothing too crazy other than those. Yeah.
And by the way, like the mid-prio for Ruby is actually pretty bad. You don't really trade out damage, especially if you're not building damage. And
especially without concussive.
You don't really have that built-in spell fam either to sustain. It's only that Brave Smite. So there's nothing working out here for Geek Fam. They have to turtle down in their own vicinities.
So I'm wondering what they're going to be playing for, right? They don't really have the rhythm of the early game. The rotations are definitely not in their favor. Are they going to play for Kinziski?
Did he miss that?
Which is what they really want. He misses that. And remember, they're banking on the fact that Kinziski gets that early game snowball. They're not able to do it just yet. And it's frozen in favor of Zeon right now. So if Navi, after this neutral objective, looks for a rotation towards the bottom lane, Kinziski's not going to be having a good time.
Good news though, Apro is on a Belleric, so no level 4 for this Belleric. Carson's the only one that can actually carry this. Doryu though, still testing the waters. And he actually stole this one, no. And that's the right play for Navi.
Yep. Geek Fam need to get the neutral objective. They need to get the snowball. Navi just need to play it safe. Zeon doing a good job in the bottom lane, and Geek Fam haven't really found a way to punish this bottom lane. The weak side pick of Navi for now, and Doryu. Thank goodness for a boy there. He didn't walk up. Could have been deadly. Just stole the Thunder's Wrath as well. But yeah, it's back to equal footing. Navi doing a pretty good job, just holding things out. That's what you need to do right now against this composition. You do not let Geek Fam snowball from turtle and kills. Just let them get the turtle. You go for trades around the map. And they've done a good job at at kind of stopping that snowball because of the flickers burnt out. Apro though.
Oh my goodness, that's a bit too much damage than I expected, but first blood goes to RDTZ.
Yeah.
Instead of Nazara. Still a W though.
Oh, Zeon?
He's good. He's skill too. Boy, doesn't have Thunder's Wrath, so no chance they kill Zeon here, especially with the members down below.
A boy doesn't have ult.
But yeah, you see how much more of a punch they're packing, right, in the early game. That's to be expected. Now at least they're pushing the tempo, trying to get as much of a lead as possible here, pushing down below, taking the green camps away from Andoryu's Hirara. But again, I think as long as the gold lead doesn't get past the 3,000 mark for Navi, it's still good.
Just any equal economy is always a W for Navi. Big W, and now Geek is just gonna try to slow things down. And this time around, they have a decent clear and also a decent farming potential, so it should be leaning towards Geek Fam when things start dying down like this. Especially when you have Valentina on the other side. Ooh.
You can still kind of see like some pressure though.
Nazara. Happy birthday, Nazara.
Beautiful.
Andoryu with a kill. And that's the snowball they're looking for.
That's the neutralization they're looking for.
Yeah. And now Navi's going to be, you know, claws in onto the objective. The Lord is there. Nazara, 5 more seconds. They want to blitz this. Oh, what a taunt!
It's the flicker weather to Dryad, and also everything in the kitchen sink connecting towards Geek Fam. But now though, oh no! The Blazing Duel has been cancelled by Marcel. I don't think you should go for this one, but no! Never mind!
Yeah. No,
Kinziski gets this one for himself.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Kinziski goes in, was able to take down Andoryu. So they leveled the playing field, but the burst from Kinziski on his skills, it was too big, and they were the ones to secure the objective instead. So back-to-back, Kinziski kind of saved that turtle too.
He's on some demon timing. I said GG because I thought it would be 2 kills for free and the neutral objective to Navi. But Geek Fam equalized there as well with a Sky Piercer torn apart memory take from Kenzie. That first item, Sky Piercer, is already paying dividends. He gets a stack instantly, he gets a turret down below, he gets a turtle. The snowball is... Oh, wait! What a cancel! You see that interaction? Audi TZ with the skill 2. Obviously unintended, but cancels out the I'm offended from Gize.
Hey, it is intended.
Sure.
It is intended. Come on.
He knows.
He knows.
God dang, I didn't know that was, an interaction. Your skill 2 can cancel your own stolen ult. That's sick.
I think going on so far, 1.5k for Geek Fam currently. So far, they're owning the bushes, and when you're winning like this with a Eudora, it always feels good,
And a Brody, especially. The Brody will just rotate everywhere now and get turrets. This is why the Brody is so valued by a lot of different teams here. And you can definitely see it utilized by Geek Fam. Navi need to find a trade somewhere on the map. And they go into the bottom lane, but Audi is reacting.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Geek... Oh, definitely can actually prevent this one. Hold on a second. Apro. Half HP, but it's still A-okay because he's a tree. TZ though, gonna go into the bushes, but he might be paying the price. Oh my lord! But Andoyo is gonna be the retaliation. I'm not sure if that's worth it. Marcel though, rotating down below, but did not find anything. It is a roamer for a very valuable Hirara.
That was really well done. Audi TZ trades his life, but he was able to secure Andoryu before that. And the fact is, once again, Geek Fam take control over the objective. Nearly stolen. Not gonna let that slide. Nazara didn't even use his retribution, by the way, to get that. So he still has that under his belt. He can utilize it for an invade, perhaps later on into Navi's jungle.
The boy needs to be very, very careful now, right? Both Kenzie and a boy, they need to be locked in to dodge away from that Belleric rather than try to flicker later on in the game. Because right now it's still 2,000. Geek Fam need to push that to above 3. That's the threshold that you will be comfortable with this kind of composition. Navi, on the other hand, they did a good job level 1 at stopping the snowball from happening, but after that, not too much. Unfortunately, getting read out, getting beaten out by the proactive rotations of Geek Fam, and I think the biggest difference to this Navi compared to yesterday's Navi when you're up against a similarly early dominant comp was they had a Novaria. They could scout with the Astral Echo at this point of the game. With no Novaria, the Valentina can just survive with Brave Smite.
Yeah, you can also take Moskov into account. That's also a big part of Navi's comeback as well, but it's a Claude right now. Wave clear is still all right for the Claude, but in the grand scheme of things, not really that great for Navi. Audi TZ actually secured his item just now in 8 minutes.
Oof. Yeah. Turret down below though. Kenzie's on it already. This is big if they get a tier 2. Detna's welcome. Tier 2 taken. And Thoryu wants to take... Oh my god, he goes in for the clear, but it doesn't matter exactly. This is big, boys. This is big. This is a big structure to take.
It's only been 8 minutes, and you can see how many structures that Geek Fam have already picked up for themselves. Second item for Zeon.
Oof. Baited the flicker.
That's huge.
Holy moly, the feints in this game, dude. A boy caught lacking. I don't know.
Small things that are really turning into bigger ones.
Cars.
Oh, okay.
God.
Still has the Purify to get away, but it is a resource either way, so Geek Fam will take that as a W as the Lord is about to come up, or already coming up.
And Doryu right now, level 11 compared to Nazara at 12. There is a level advantage for the side of Geek. Zeon is still an item away from his power spike as well. That's a concealed play.
Oh my god.
Something. And Doryu actually gets out.
What a read.
Oh, but it's gotta be Apro though, the one that's gotta be bursted down. A boy with the full ultimate, also told about memory. Kanziski with the kill. The burst damage is already enough. Marcel though getting brought back on the other side of the wall, but flickers behind. Still survives somehow, some way.
Yeah.
Good try though, good try by Gize.
This is a free Lord, I feel. Oh, unless Audi.
Yeah, not gonna lie, like, obviously it's not on Beloski's level, but Audi TZ's instinct is actually pretty good.
Yep. That was ridiculous, right? It was just not in range. That could have been a free kill on Andoryu. Well played, though.
He saw that.
What?
I think he saw that. I think he saw Andoryu going to the bush. But we might check that later if it's wrong.
Hopefully get to see it in the replay. But as it stands, still complete control over from Geek Fam. They're pushing that top wave. We do see that Cars is perhaps looking for something of a trade.
Uh-oh, boy.
Hold on, Apro though, that's a lot of people on towards him. The battle dry did connect towards 3, but really not much follow-up coming in for Navi. And
Yeah.
they're hesitating here.
They're -1. Cars is still in the bottom lane trying to buy some time. He was able to get a structure in the bottom side and now he's trying to just... Is he trying to clear this alone? Is
Yeah.
that possible?
He's trying to actually bait people to come bot so that they don't destroy his base.
Wait,
This is a
1v1?
I think this is an Esmeralda win.
I'm not sure here.
Azara doesn't have Sea Halberd. No,
Yeah, not yet.
he doesn't win this.
Or does he even want to build that? But Cars is just standing strong here.
Yep.
It's gonna be different though when Brody and also the Ruby is coming in.
just
Cars,
wants to
I think
clear it.
at this point,
But he bought so much time.
gonna sacrifice his life.
Yeah.
One who's gonna get the kill. Who is it gonna be?
They're gonna
I think
feed
it's
it.
gonna be Kanziski, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, never
Dude,
mind.
that's
Oh, and they
control.
got something on the other side of the map. It's Marcel taken down.
Why would you last hit when there's a Sky Piercer on your Brody, bro?
That's a question that I want to answer,
Okay.
but I can't.
You might not be able to ask the player himself.
Okay. If they win though, if they lose then.
That is true. See Halberd though for Kenziski. Identifying maybe the issue with the Esmeralda. How did Marcel die? Did he get targeted?
Yeah, I mean, he was left all alone, and I have to give props to Navi because they were proactively looking for space on the map while Cars baited everyone bot. He got what he wanted to, what he intended to do, the vision, I saw it, and it was also executed. But how the rest of the team capitalized on that fact was very impressive. They started to regain some control over the map, got a pick on Marcel. Obviously, things aren't looking good, but it could be worse.
40 seconds before the Lord, Geek has amassed 4K gold lead. That should be good enough already, especially with the long lane control that they've established right here. And all the DZ is trying to set up a trap here. I think Apro so far has been doing this bus checking quite beautifully. Most of the time, he always spots Audi TZ as well, vice versa.
I wonder why they opened the top push first. Are they looking for the Brody?
No, at this point, they're just trying to handle far lane because they are afraid that Geek Fan might have an ambush up top. That's why they open it slowly but surely, take these control the pushes, and now, ooh, it's a good move. If you are playing the long game, right, Lord Dance, I don't think Geek Fan intend to play that way. They're bursting it.
Feels like the honest want to beat a fight here. Marcel, oh, I don't know about that. That's a big resource to burn. Apro though with the conceal.
The Lord.
Trying to get the flicker play, but no, the Lord's gonna be taken down by Nazawa first. All the DC body mortality getting an I'm offended on towards Cars. But now GZ just pulling air. Unfortunate, but now Geek Fam, I think they're happy with that lack of trade. It's only a Lord for themselves.
It looked like Navi were trying to do something, but like they were running out of time. Geek Fam, they were already able to shred the Lord, take it out for themselves, and
Cars.
before Andoryu, was able to find anything in the mid lane, it looked like he was trying to set up for a trap with Afro. But yes, Cars again doing work for his team, similarly to Kevin in that first match. They should be able to get a tower in the top side. Wait a second, Jise?
Hold on, GZ might be a bit too deep right there. That's a lot of HP burn. But now Nazara going for Apro, also the Munch as well. Apro, does he have enough HP to actually survive? No, the chain CC was beautiful from Audi TZ. But now only 4 left for Navi. The wave is still coming again in the mid lane. Can they actually do it this time? Kanziski is still hitting from the back line. Andoryu with the iframes, with the immunity. But now the wave has been cleared. Oh my goodness, the big I'm offended by GZ. Audi TZ super low. But he gets the healing from the Brave Smite. And also the mortality has been popped. Andoryu still somehow trying to find a way to get in. But that is gonna be it. Geek Fam though, they still have some waves up top. Do they want to use it again?
They're opening up the vision, they're opening up the map, but do they want to look for something else for themselves? Andoryu is in a very aggressive position, but they decide otherwise. They still play the discipline game and they still go back. Navi successfully go for the clear after a beautiful play coming from Cars as well as Afro. And it's going to go to the reset. Is this another Lord dance that they both have to fight for?
The thing is, Geek Fam aren't playing a Lord dance. They're just going straight up Lord fight, right? They're going for either you come here 5v5 or we take the Lord for free. And that's why earlier when Andoryu built a slow push up top. I'm saying that would be good if it was a Lord Dance, if Geek Fam intended to play it slow. But with this comp, you never want to play slow. You want to play as fast as possible. Scaling for Navi, I mean, I guess it's still there, right? They still have a Claude that scales, an Elfic Gun soon with the nature already. But some of them are so behind that they don't have items to deal with the burst of Geek Fam, and that's where it becomes really problematic. That's why maybe for me, I would have loved to see the Uranus over the Esmeralda here. Cars, he needs to start really pressuring the backliners for the Esmeralda to be useful.
Yeah, and Kaczynski actually bought the Vidjacron as well, so he's going to be very survivable from now on. But I'm not really a superstitious guy, but...
Just a little stitious?
Yeah, you know. The first game, 7-0 for Kaczynski until the last moment. He hasn't died so far, just...
What are you saying here? What are you saying here?
I'm feeling like if it's a deja vu, it's not going to be good for Geek Fam. Oh, man. Currently hasn't died just yet. The first death might be...
Oh, my God.
The nail in the coffin, but Apro is trying to set up a bush here.
They're doing it again.
Oh, Nazara does not know. Oh, that's a big spot. Do they want to chase? Is the question, Apro. And also Andoyo beelining towards the back. They don't want none of that. Now RDTZ own the bushes in the mid lane. Now Marcel in the front line still taking some damage. 15k on the Lord. It's Andoyu versus Nazara
50,
once
50?
again. It's gonna be 50-50. It's Andoyu on the Lord. Marcel though, that's a lot of damage towards the Dino. But now RDTZ looking to set up. Oh my goodness, Marcel's gonna take it down. But now look at the frontliners of Geek Fam. Their HP are whittling down, but now NAVI get the Lord, and that should be good enough for them to build on.
That was so well played by Navi.
Wow.
How did they achieve that? Andorio wins the 50-50 on Retribution against Nazara. So a little bit of a revenge act from game number 1. How did Navi play that so well? It looked like their trap didn't work. The Andorio Afro trap in the bottom lane. Nazara saw it coming.
Dude, that was just so well played, man. Apro with the positioning as well. It was a 50-50 at the end of the day, but God, Apro made Nazara think about so many things, right? Even the Wrath of the Dryad and the initiations. And yeah, what a check. I think that was just instinctual by Nazara, the ult into the bush. Really good stuff. I think also for Navi, they hesitated quite a bit because they were thinking, if we utilize all our resources, like the Wrath of the Dryad, the taunt on the Paquito, do we even kill him? He has Rose Gold and Queen's Wings, so they learned from game number 1 not to mess with the Paquito. But in the end, they got a better position because of that. They got the jungle to go up, or down below rather, so that the Claude could hit, the Valentina could get position, the Esmeralda could also posture up, and that's led to them, I think, almost making the gold lead irrelevant. It's not irrelevant just yet. I think it's still... There's still a little bit of relevance, mainly in the mid lane, right? A boy and Valentina, Gize. A boy still has more items, but that's about it. I think even the frontliners should...
Well, Apro's gonna be the target. I don't know if they have enough damage though. The chop once again towards Apro. Thought about memory, get him down. But now Nazara is looking to join the fight. I don't think Geek Fam can chase this one unless Kaczynski. RDTZ with the conceal. Nothing can be found there in the bushes of Navi.
That's another stack for Kaczynski, by the way. He has one more. And even if Navi picked up the Lord earlier, obviously, they're trying to equalize as much as possible, but they weren't even able to touch a single inhibitor turret. So those are going to still stand for Geek Fam as compared to Navi, who's missing 2. So it's still in favor of Geek Fam right now.
You have to take into account, though, that...
Cars burns the Purified.
Yeah, Audi!
Oh, DTC does not want to let him go. Cars should be dying here. No! Never mind. Nazara does not have enough resources to land the final jab.
And they baited a flicker from Audi TZ. That is one of the main initiating tools of Geek Fam. For a Purify on the frontliner, I think that's a good trade at the end of the day. But again, for Geek Fam, they're going to look to burst this down. 10 seconds on the Lord. Zeon is trying to clear out the wave in the bottom lane first, but he will be very late into the skirmish. Oh, God. What's the decision? Geek Fam, do they still try to burst it down now? I don't think they can do it. It's evolved. Oh, God. I forgot. For some reason, I thought we were still at like the 15-minute mark. This game's been really good. Oh, Audi?
Once again, Apro on the receiving end of the I'm offended. But all the resource has been burned. This might be a window for Navi. Cars. That's why he's very aggressive currently. But it looks like it's just going to be
Look at Apro, look at Apro.
A waiting game right now. Apro though, opening the bushes. Audi TZ does not have the ultimate just yet, still on cooldown. The Lord, half HP, 1/3 of HP. Marcel is back towards GZ or Sion.
Oh my god!
And also Kanziski gonna get taken down. Immortality's gone. Wrath of the Dryad! And that's Kanziski taken out of the board. But now Marcel taking down some members of Navi as well. Team fight is so scattered right now. Cars still in the front line taking all damage. I don't think he has enough HP to actually survive this one. Donazara still trying to hide from this Esmeralda. Audi DZ and a boy just munching down on this dancer, and Geek Fam throughout a very chaotic team fight will be able to secure game number 2 in the 20th minute.
Back-to-back long games between both of these teams. Every single time it goes to the very end. Game number 1, it was 23. Now it is 20 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game number 3.
Oh my god. Another fantastic skirmish by Geek Fam to win it out late in the game. Oh, I would love to just see the replay again, man. That was so masterfully played by both these teams. I don't even know who to give the MVP to. They were playing out of their minds. Everybody doing their jobs really, really well. Audi TZ with a set towards the end as well. Great zoning. Kanziski, though, with the carry potential on the Brody. They trust him again in game number 2, now with an early game pick and doubling down on the early game. Oh, I think for me, the big question mark was still that last Esme pick. Everything looked okay up until the Esme pick, because clearly, I think they weren't really able to really utilize the Esmeralda. The Uranus would have been able to tank up a little bit more. Yes, you wouldn't have been able to get some more damage as you would want maybe for the Esme, but this is what started it, right? Zeon overstepping, popping Wind of Nature, going back to the skill 2, but couldn't change into any items, getting knocked up by the paid Lord. Like Geek Fam PayPal'd, I think, before the game. Damn, that was still very, very well played, man. Nazara in those skirmishes, a boy just constantly throwing out these electrocutes. This Esmeralda couldn't withstand the damage at the end of the day. Well played to Geek Fam. You cannot be mad, even if you're a Navi fan, that game played out the way it did, because Navi did all they could to withstand, to hold, and Geek Fam did all they could to end the game, to get back control of the game that they had very early on.
It all came back down to, you know, that final Lord push, for sure. But yes, congratulations, Geek. It's so important because Zeon in that final Lord fight, I thought he was gonna die like 3 times, and he dodged everything up until Mr. Lord Man was like, no, I'll take things in my own hands, and then he gets knocked up, and then he gets killed in that position. But if Navi won that, man, Zeon in that team fight, oh.
Yeah, it's been too close though.
So good.
It's almost a 2-0 win for Navi, but Geek Fam somehow, some way was able to get it done. Yeah, I think I would give my vote towards Audi TZ most of the time, because the set was amazing. He knows that sometimes you just have to gamble. Just going for Apro, just testing the waters, can actually be bursted down with the damage that my teammates have. And just most of the time being a stable presence for Geek Fam in the front line, just taking the bushes as well, despite being a setter.
I legit thought that would be like the blunder of that team fight. And then it turns out it was fine. So good.
That was a really good game, man. Like, even the decision from Navi to take that Lord before the final one, obviously, the one right before that. First, though, MVP, or player of the match, or sorry, player of the game.
Whoa. Script.
Calm down.
Sorry for leaking the script. Is my GOAT, XBTR, still in red with the red hooded girl.
What?
Ruby.
Oh.
Audi TZ.
What else did you think?
Ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the what for?
Yeah, what was the what for, bro?
Just nothing. Everything's fine.
Dude, I swear though, there were so many times in this game where Apro just saved ultimate. Anyways, oh dude, I thought here it was GG. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I thought it was GG because I thought they were gonna get that set, they were gonna get the 2 kills and then a free neutral objective. But Kenzie saves the day with a turtle take and a Sky Piercer stack, dude. So beautiful, man. And then we get to everything else. I'm gonna find a moment of pause here somewhere. But yeah, all throughout, you see the amount of burst that they have. a lot better. That's why I thought with the Belleric there, they would have so many ways to pull it off, you know, to pull this kind of composition off. Like Uranus, more sustain, or go for a little bit of healing, maybe. Just give me a sec here. I'm waiting for the moment. This is really good, though, by Cars. He was able to buy a lot of time. It's really all about trying to get into the late game, but unfortunately for them, they don't have a scaling mid laner, right? Like, the Valentina scales, all right, but it's not crazy enough for you to really turn things around. It comes down to, like, individual plays, right? Like that, I'm offended. These defenses, fantastic. Really well played by Navi. Again, though, I really want to bring you guys into this moment. Lord, contested, wave up top, but Navi, unlike the previous times, usually GEEK Fam would actually have position over in this bush, would have position over in this bush. They would zone Navi away, right? This would be Navi right here, Navi, right? Sorry for the handwriting. This would be Navi, and they would be completely zoned. But because earlier they were able to get the play down below on Nazara, or a position rather, they came through this bush, opened up, and was able to secure this play, this position. And that's why Nazara wasn't actually in this fight. He wasn't in the 50-50. That's why maybe y'all thought it was a 50-50 loss. Apro had this position. Wrath of the Giant would have been free. So Nazara had to just play around the back. That means free retribution and great escape by Apro there. The whole team escaping. Really, really fantastic, man. And then the way they converted on this Lord as well was really good, man. They got all the turrets, but then they stayed too long in this position right here. They stayed too long. Here was the moment where I'm like, I thought Apro would be able to like ult sometime there. At least it would buy a little bit more time for them to back, but anyways, it don't matter. This was the big blunder. Xeon getting caught by the skill too. Maybe a play, not just a blunder from the Barats, right? But you can't, those things cannot happen. With Xeon cooked already, he tries to jump into the back line. He goes on to Nazara. Nazara was waiting for him here. He could have actually walked away, but he noticed he's going to get knocked up anyways. And that's why he ends up just going for the hits, the lifesteal, right? He's like, okay, I can't make it past. Because what you need to understand here, chat, I know usually it's very easy to dodge those Lord hits, but it's very difficult in the late game at 20 minutes, especially when you have a Windtalker instead of boots. This is why, for me, I rarely sell my boots on marksmen that I want mobility on. He didn't have that mobility. He had a Windtalker that sure has a little bit, but not as much as as shoes. That I think costed him a bit. But yeah, that's what happens.
Thank you for the analysis.
Man, like again, this is why when I'm streaming, right? Some people are like, sell your boots, sell your boots. Dude, I'm gonna get so much CC. I need to dodge.
That makes sense. It makes sense. And especially you're up against Audi TZ.
And he has tough boots, by the way, before. So
yes, it helps with the anti-CC. But what we really thought was like a weird pick in the Ruby in the drafting phase really ended up being really clutch, especially in that final moment. You can see Audi TZ being able to look for many opportunities. Even the Esmeralda seemed very weak in that engage at the final bout. So props to Audi TZ. Back on his signature hero from way back when he was still an active pro player before he disappeared somewhere that I do not know. And he comes back, brings it up, and it brings a victory over for GEEK Fam. We're in a step in the right direction, Shepin.
Shepin,
Yeah.
they're doing it with Barats.
I've seen it before, man. I've seen it before.
No, but you have to respect the Barats, dude. Like,
Yeah.
remember earlier, what did I say? Belleric, right?
Uh-huh.
Uranus, blah, 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 blah.
Marcel, Lilia.
Yeah. But it's only if the Belleric is XP, you see, as a matchup. If you put it in Rome, it gets tough, especially with the Paquito as well, right? That's why I thought it's either they go for another roamer that has a set or Uranus, because at least then you'll have someone that can literally win you tempo and tank up everything. Remember Turtle 1, game number 1, the reason Navi was able to win was because of level 4 Belleric.
Yeah.
Paquito couldn't walk up. Here, Belleric was level 3. So they couldn't even contest neutral objective 1. And the Esmeralda, who got prio, anything. Because who you going to poke on the Esmeralda, realistically, you won't be able to even skirmish. So I think the Uranus would have been a better choice. Or my favorite choice would have been the Alice. Because she's a lot more attractive than Uranus. That's one. Two,
That's
she has
that's
tools.
subjective.
Do you think she's not more attractive than Uranus?
You really think
That's
a
subjective.
weird, spinny, yellow...
I think he's pretty hot.
What even is Uranus?
I'll think about it
A robot?
during the break as we talk to Alyssa now. Let's go. Alyssa, what you got for us?
sudah bersama dengan Geek Fam Unity dan Navi Nation. Mana suaranya ini kalian?
Halo. Halo Kak.
Oke, kita kenalan dulu dari Geek Fam Unity. Ini ada siapa bersama Alisa di sini?
Dengan saya Doer Kak.
Doer dan juga?
Saya Cacul.
Oh, ada Doer dan Cacul dan juga di sini ada Navi Nation siapa?
Rusel.
Rosel?
Naten.
Oke, ini ada kakak-kakak dari Navi Nation dan Geek Fam Unity. Alisa kayaknya di sini pengen ke Geek Fam Unity dulu.
Boleh.
Ngelihat performa Geek Fam di musim ini nih, menurut kalian sudah cukup memuaskan belum sih untuk Geek Fam Unity?
Kalau dari pendapat saya belum cukup puas ya Kak. Karena kita masih nyari ritme yang sesuai di game ini. Dengan hasil week pertama dengan tidak ada kemenangan untuk kita, saya rasa itu tidak hasil yang maksimal sih.
Tapi tadi ngelihat permainannya itu sebenarnya udah prediksi 2-0 atau emang satu sama nih untuk mengejar ketertinggalan dan akhirnya comeback 2-1?
Sebetulnya sih kita bisa 2-0 ya Kak. Karena banyak treble issue, miss aja. Mungkin eksekusi plannya yang agak kurang, saya juga kurang ngerti gimana. Seharusnya terjadi comeback seperti itu sih.
Oke. Tapi apakah Geek Fam seperti ini karena kehilangan sosok Baloyski menurut kamu?
Tidak setuju sih. Enggak
setuju?
juga.
Oh, jadi nyawa Geek Fam bukan ada hanya pada Baloyski aja menurut kamu?
Ada Baloyski atau tidak, ini permainan tim sih Kak. Tergantung timnya, mau ada siapapun nama besar di satu tim itu, kalau dia nggak kerja sama secara tim, nggak bakal bisa mendapat kemenangan sih Kak.
Oke, menarik. Kalau gitu kita ke Navi Nation sedikit nih. Navi, ini lagi cukup kuat di musim ini. Menurut kalian apa sih faktor yang paling memperkuat Navi di season 18 kali ini?
Menurutku mungkin karena nggak ada perubahan player dari season kemarin. Mungkin ya menambah chemistry lah.
Menambah chemistry?
Iya.
Menurut kamu ini defense-nya, menurut aku sih personally ini defense-nya sangat kuat di season kali ini. Dan banyak banget momen akhirnya Navi itu comeback gitu. Kamu ada gak sih sesuatu yang mungkin bisa lebih diimprove lagi nih? Sehingga kayak wah sapu bersih 2-0 gitu.
Ya mungkin lebih dibagusin lagi di early-nya.
Di early-nya?
Iya, soalnya kita yang nonton juga deg-degan di early kalah. Harus nunggu comeback dulu, kan deg-degan. Tapi kalau menang rasanya puas banget aja.
Saya puas banget ya. Tapi ngelihat kayaknya Jize ini lagi kuat banget dengan Novarianya. Tapi hari ini sayangnya harus di-ban. Gimana menurut kalian?
Mungkin emang terlalu jago aja sih Jize.
Oh terlalu jago?
Iya.
Oke, tapi dengan hero-hero lain kayaknya masih bisa membawa kemenangan untuk Navi.
Ya, mungkin dari Tan.
Coba. Dari Tan nih, iya.
Nggak apa-apa lah biar dia nunjukin hero lain juga. Soalnya dari kemarin dia mainin hero yang jarak jauh terus kan. Sekarang lagi tadi Valentina yang kebilang termasuk hero jarak deket kan ya lebih ngepoknya. Ya kasih dia ini aja pengalaman baru lah.
Kasih pengalaman baru, oke. Ada pesan-pesan gak sih buat tim lawan kalian hari ini Geek Fam nih?
Tetap semangat sih reset dari game yang kalah tadi.
Tetap semangat riset dari game yang kalah tadi. Geek Fam, coba taunting-taunting juga gak apa-apa loh ya kan tim lawan nih gimana. Ada pesan-pesan gak nih?
Nggak ada pesan sih Kak, kasih menang dong mau interview nih Kak.
Kasih menang tuh katanya mau interview. Dikasih gak hari ini kira-kira?
Enggak, ntar dulu aja.
Ntar ya Bang ya?
Iya, jangan pas lawan kita aja.
Jangan pas lawan Navi. Oke, jadi kita akan lihat apakah Geek Fam ataukah Navi yang kali ini akan memenangkan di game kedua, di hari yang kedua, minggu yang kedua. So, caster kita butuh analisis sekali lagi. So, silakan caster, take it over.
Thank you for the update with the Navi Nation. Of course, the Geek Fam Unity. Alyssa, it was a breath of fresh air in such an intense match between these two. And we felt the energy coming in from the Geek Fam Unity. But where is the energy on the desk?
I feel the energy.
Yay.
Where is the energy, guys?
Stefan, Geek Fam just won game 2.
Yay.
Okay, let's get him more excited.
Remember the pattern, Stefan. They always start slow.
And you remember me, I don't believe in patterns.
Okay,
I
but
only
we
Go
believe
Pay.
exactly in GoPay games because all you guys need to do, and you, Sheffin, is use this code GGWDPMPL to get a WDP for just around 19,000 IDR, which is hella affordable, guys. Don't forget to click use to claim the code before you proceed with the payment in the GoPay app. And I'm assuming that you guys back at home already have the GoPay app, so I'm not going to get into the details of that. So get your WDP, guys. It's everything for you. All right, we value you guys as viewers. Thank you for supporting us. Miracles waving the Indonesian flag.
I don't know why we still have this. I guess because
It's still August,
It's
bro.
still August.
Oh, so we celebrated the entire August?
Yeah, of
It's
course.
like the vibes, brother. The vibes.
It's like Christmas, you know, like we have it from November.
We don't.
Who's we?
Who's we?
A lot of people out there.
Especially me.
Yeah, like he doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Tolerancy, guys.
What does that mean?
Tolerating.
I believe that, yeah, because I was like, there's an English word for that. Like, you didn't need to use the
Tolerance.
English word.
Tolerance, that's the word, not tolerating.
Tolerating.
Tolerance, guys. Because I also do not celebrate Christmas, but that popped in my head.
Really?
Isn't it crazy that tolerance and tolerating is such a whole different vibe, you know? It's a
Yeah.
different tone.
Yeah, it's like,
That's weird, actually.
do you tolerate me?
Do you have tolerance towards me?
I think it's the way you say it.
Do you talk? Okay.
I
That
think
makes
it's in the
sense.
way you say it, right?
That is like such a girl-coded thing to say, by the way.
What?
It's not what you said.
Uh-huh.
It's how you said it.
How do you think I got that? My girlfriend tells me that all the time. I'm like, yo, I love you. And she's like, I don't like how the way you say it. I said it, you know? You gotta say it a little
So
bit more
she
smooth.
teaches you, she educates you, and you can also tell her about, you know, the GoPay voting system.
Oh, her favorite team is actually Onyx.
Oh, is it because there's Kyrie?
Yeah.
Because of Ghani.
No, yeah.
What else? Who else?
It's because of Kyrie and, dude, I legit can like quiz her, and I think a lot of Onyx fans on 5 Onyx players, and I think they'll only get 3. Anyways, yeah, go and vote your team on the GoPay app there. You know, we have that every time. There's a lot of prizes for you guys. There's 1 million diamonds, 18 GoPay Xfinity rings, and up to 1.8 million GoPay coins every day.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Is it crazy?
There's so many things you could get, guys. If I were you, I'd do it. Unfortunately, us casters, we're not allowed to do it.
That's an excuse because you just don't do it. Me and Sheffin do it all the time.
Oh yeah? What'd you get?
Together.
What'd
you
got
get?
Nothing, because it's still a
Yeah,
raffle.
because, you know, they ban you. Because they banned me as well.
Oh.
I got diamonds.
Legit?
Yeah, monthly.
Are you
We
serious?
all get monthly diamonds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We don't get paid here,
I
chat.
swear I
we
checked.
only get diamonds,
I swear.
right? You
Yeah.
don't get paid in cash, just diamonds. Then we have to resell the diamond.
No, we're not allowed. Whoa, 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 whoa,
It's a
whoa,
joke.
whoa, whoa,
Hey,
It's
deserves
a
a bump.
joke. It's a joke, okay? For legal reasons, it's a joke.
It's crazy.
No, for all reason. No, for no reason. It is just a
Legal
joke.
reasons,
There's
that's
no.
a joke. For legal
It's
reasons,
it's
that's a
legit
joke.
just a joke.
You don't know that reference.
What?
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
I have no idea what you're talking
Dude,
about.
you're
Like
a YouTuber and you don't know.
70% of the time.
What, guys?
Like
Come on,
the
I'm
new
not-
air thing, I still don't
New
know what
Air.
it-
How dare you disrespect New Lie? It's not
What's
New
New
Air.
Lie?
It's a New Lie.
I
All
can't
right?
believe
And it's
someone
the,
is defense forcing new life.
it is the best.
What?
Dude,
It's a masterpiece.
in a world of AI slop, we're finally getting human slop again. We gotta appreciate it, dude.
So it's a good thing.
It is a good
Made
thing.
by AI.
No!
Oh,
it's
are you
human.
serious?
I said
Human.
human. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll check later. I guess I'll check later. But back to the game. Game number 3, we're down to another best of 1 between both of these teams. And I feel like you, Miracle, were very, you know, emotive and expressive about how you didn't like the drafts in certain
The Esmeralda,
occasions.
just the Esmeralda, dude.
Game number 1, you were talking about the Barras Paquito pick.
Yep.
And then game number 2, you were talking about the Esmeralda pick for
Yeah.
Navi.
Because again, I hate the Barats in game 1. Why? Because there's a Bele, because there's a Uranus, because there's so many other picks that they went for, and at the end of the day, they put the Beleric in XP, right? So boom, bang, bada bing. Game number 2, they pick the Barats. See the Beleric, and instead of the Beleric going XP, they go for Esmeralda. Now Esmeralda can win against the Barats early. You need a snowball. You need to just take control of the game. But guess what? Enemy team has a better snowballing comp, so why not just try to survive with the Uranus?
Are you being chased or something?
I'm being chased for time.
I think it's also a bit of a preference, to be honest, you know. Cars used to be terrible at both. Maybe he's better at Esmeralda than Uranus.
No,
You never
an
know.
argument.
Why doesn't he like Uranus, Sheffin?
It's,
What's wrong with Uranus?
the window is not really that big.
So
For
he
the
can't-
Uranus.
No, for him.
Ah. Interesting. So he has big potential, can't fit Uranus into his pool. All right.
We'll see if he ends up picking Uranus. So game number 3, it's gonna be broken walls this time around. Navi on red side, blue side, Geek on red. Fanny, Chip banned out. The Atlas once again taken away. Freya also gets out. It's basically the same bans. We're expecting a Marcel ban at some point, and if they want to keep the trend up, there should be a Novaria unless they want to shake things up.
Novaria first pick, is that is that how desperate Navi are for late game?
Dude, I know that it's so prior at this stage, but isn't it dangerous, you know? Like, you can pick a lot of assassins to counter that.
Like
but
what?
Yeah, to be honest, yes, it's Hirara and Paquito, but
Yeah, Novaria is quite good, no, against the assassins that are meta right now. I think
Yes.
Ling maybe will be a weakness,
that's the
but
only
Ling is
thing.
meta.
That's a pure counter. But either way, when your opponent is picking a lane, they lose out on a lot of things either, too.
That's why, hey, there's just so many things that you can get, right? And right now, let's go. Novaria gets banned out, yeah.
How about a Rafaela first pick?
So Marcel is open.
Just go Hirara again, and then we'll
Yeah.
see the Paquito Barats again. Then you go for the Belric again, but this time, instead of the Esmeralda, I know it's your comfort cars, but I think winning the game is a bit more important, don't you think?
Or maybe just completely concede the EXP lane because Alice is also still there.
Marcel.
The second phase. Oh, Marcel is wide open.
right.
Yeah, right.
That's what I said.
Oh!
We didn't say Eudora. You should have notified us.
I
Notified us.
literally said no. Marcel's open now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were just randomly mentioning the Geek Fam XP laner.
Wow. I understand. Now we can go into the Melissas and the Hiraras and of the world.
No, they're still gonna go Paquito Barats. No, they can't. Don't! Airpunk, stop it!
They can't pick
Stop this
Barat
fantasy.
into Marcel.
Don't stop this fantasy of yours. You and Barats. Leave it in.
Uranus.
Leave it for privacy. Leave it for you and you and Barats.
Uranus Hirara, maybe?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Or Paquito. Hirara or Paquito?
Paquito, Uranus,
Uranus, Paquito.
Melissa,
Melissa,
Novaria.
Paquito.
Paquito Belric. Sure, Paquito Belric. They go Paquito Belric. Now Navi go for the Hirara and
Melissa.
imagine Navi are like Barats.
Against Paquito might be actually. I know it's not really a good matchup.
Hirara and Melissa. There you go.
Okay, makes sense. Very much makes sense. Now, do you prior
Claude.
the Cloud here
Claude.
or
Or what, Brody? You
Eudora. Oh, damn. Eudora's banned.
should be a Cloud?
Should be the Claude. Yep.
Okay.
If it's not Claude,
Brody.
I think Brody is something you pick maybe in the second phase. Never mind, Eterna, you should be an analyst, man. Wolf will be out of a job soon.
I am scared that people will be scared of my knowledge. So I'm like, you know, I don't want to take people's jobs. You know
you don't want to take people's jobs.
No.
Big brain
Big brain Eterna.
that comes with.
Brainy Serna. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Never mind.
I'm gonna bonk you on camera after this.
All right, hold on now.
That's a
Eterna,
strike.
What's the next ban? Dude, come on, why? Come
You're
on.
the analyst now.
Please.
You're a
I'm color now.
temporary analyst.
You're analyst. I'm color.
For Geek.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. You're making me really nervous. I cannot. My brain just farted.
Lilia.
Why Lilia?
Maybe they will pick something like a Barras in the second phase. Like, seriously, because what else will you bet when you're playing a Barras, right?
Dude, the thing is, I don't think Navi cares about it because they have a Marcel and they can still pick up Uranus, right? Dude, oh my god. Is Gise a late game, mid lane merchant? Novaria, Lilia, when he doesn't get his hands on those, he doesn't win. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho.
Don't think they're gonna ban another mid laner here, though. What else is left wide open? They need a mid laner and also EXP laner. If you want to win the EXP here, whoa!
Wait.
Are they also? Do they also want the Barrage or something? What is going on right now?
Okay, to be fair, it makes more sense for
Navi
to go Barats. They need a frontliner. They have lock with the Hirara. They're probably going to go for burst in the mid lane. The Selena gets banned out, so maybe never mind. They can still go for it. Dude, legit, there's no dive. I wonder why they don't like... I wonder why teams don't go Farsa.
Against a Melissa especially, right?
No, just even last game, there was no Shred. There was a Brody. And Eudora. Just outrange them
Makes
and
sense.
burst. You hear the screams?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Geek Fam fans. The real
love
ones. No, I'm joking.
I like the...
Who are the fake
enthusiasm.
ones?
What?
Who are the fake fans?
Oh no.
The one on my left?
That's the second scream.
The second scream has hit.
Wow, guys, the mid lane hero pool is strong. Jushin, Farsa, Cecilion, Would they go Rafaela?
You know what's
Do they wanna
crazy?
go
I think the
crazy like that?
Valier isn't even bad. Or Kimmy.
I don't know about the
Navi.
Valier. I don't know about the Valier.
Against a Paquito Belric and Brody?
For Navi, I think it's okay.
Is it?
They're probably not going to pick it up, though. It's just too out of meta. But let's see. XP, they need a tanky
Is it
boy.
time for Vexana to come out?
I think if Erpang picks up the Barats here, we'll see a Rafaela mid for why.
Like, a
Oh,
boy
yo.
doesn't want to go a dead, right?
Why doesn't Geek Fam pick Rafaela?
Vexana.
But
Nice.
So she is the analyst, man. At this point.
did you say Vexana?
Yes.
Oh!
I know, right?
Hey, call another one.
It's
Call
so
another one.
weird.
Call another one. Call another
No,
one.
no, I can't. That's pressure. I cannot.
Okay, don't predict it. Don't predict it.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Yo, so yeah, well, what do you think about this pick, Chef?
I don't know, man. The Vexana against a Melissa. I guess the ultimate can just go through the go away, but at the same time, though, the Lord will stay out of the go away.
Yeah, so
I don't think they can Barats here, right?
so no Barats.
No Baraz?
Do they go Alice?
Oh, so
and-
Alice and
Against Vexana?
Yeah,
This is hard.
I go Farsa.
Sicilian?
Damn.
Oh, he took it back, guys.
No, you got the Alice. That's so
it's
Uranus
not-
with no hair and no and armor is Uranus. Alice with no hair.
now this is the time for you to pick the Esmeralda, right?
It makes sense,
Oh,
but
so boring.
knowing Erpang, he loves Barats a bit too much.
No, it's not
Nah,
Barats. No
bro.
way, no
Against
way.
a Melissa too, like,
Shut up, shut up, shut
come
up.
on, come on.
I am Erpang.
Hey,
I
the big
am Barats.
brain play would be the Barats goes for the Marcel instead of anyone else.
Hey, hey.
But would it be okay for Alice now? Or is it not tanky enough?
Okay, so it is gonna be Alice.
It's not. It's Esme, probably.
You know what I think? Lapu Lapu.
Okay,
Oh, you know what? Not a good shout.
we have Esme,
It's not a bad shout.
Lapu Lapu.
He just had beef with me, bro. That's not a good shout.
Not a bad shout.
Lapu Lapu, go for it. Or Arlet.
Yeah, you go.
Oh,
Arlet.
up against Melissa.
Yes.
How about the
you
Arlet,
go,
man?
You go
and
through.
And the Farsa.
You go through.
I
You
think
go
that's
through the
good.
go away.
Because I was
You're
just thinking
skilled too.
somebody who could dive in the back.
So there's a lot of viewers that Marcel can play here. Plethora.
Man,
you
they're
will.
really thinking about it as well.
Yeah, Arlet or Lapu, bro. Come on. Please.
Oh, Mirko,
Mirara
it's you.
cosplay.
It's you in 2 weeks.
Shut
I'm
up.
so excited.
That ain't happening.
Mirara.
Oh, God.
Tune into the stream, guys.
No. No.
That's the highest point of Mirko's life.
Oh, I'm so nervous for this last pick.
Just go Lapu, dude. Come on. Come on,
What is the
Marcel.
last pick?
Remember last time we played Lapu Lapu?
How long?
Oh.
How long are they gonna take?
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I feel like the draft should have concluded by now.
I feel so on edge right now. Okay, so it was Arlet or Lapu. Esme is what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, this is fine.
Gotta wait for a second here.
What do you guys think? Back at home, our lovely viewers, who do you think the last pick is going to be? Someone said Phobius.
No.
Against
Never seen
Uranus?
Phobius.
Nah, not really. Don't think so.
Don't think so. You know what? What if they say redraft? And then we have to do this all over again. So yeah, folks, we are
It's okay.
waiting.
We have Aetherwolf now.
We are waiting. There is a pause right now in the draft, and that's why it's taking a while. So calm down. Hold on.
I think it's gotta be.
Matilda?
Matilda actually is an
Oh my god, we're all wrong. It's Ruby.
Oh.
Belric XP, Ruby Road.
I prefer the Arlet over the Ruby, to be honest.
Ruby
XP?
Against Uranus, it's actually not bad. Against the Hirata as well, but the Farsa and Melissa, that's where I think it's gonna be quite troublesome for the Ruby.
I'm a Ruby main as well, so it is
do you think?
pretty hard to go against Melissa.
Yeah, I
Putting it
concur.
lightly.
I concur.
Especially once you get that Malefic gun and you play with the model as well, it's yeah, there's no way you can catch the Melissa.
Even
There
the
was
Farsa,
room.
right?
For so much promise, Geek Fam, with your last pick.
What is that pose, Eterna?
It's the thinking pose.
All right.
There's so much room. But I mean, Ruby up against Farsa can cancel and stuff like that, right? So it's just
Well,
the
you're
most-
mostly not gonna be in range. Is the problem. it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
You gotta expend the flicker and also the purifies as well. 4 purifies, by the way.
And Marcel
from Navi's
as
side.
well. So it looks like it's a challenge of a draft for Geek, but we doubted it in game number 2. Let's see if they can prove us wrong again in game number 3 as we're heading into another and the final best of 1 between these two, between Geek Fam and Navi 1-1.
Here we go. Let's see. Emblem check in game number... Dude, is that 4 purifies?
Yeah.
Just said it earlier, Marco.
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I was zoned out. I thought I was looking at... Oh, Zion doing a good job here in lane. Hey, you gotta avoid these trades on the Melissa against the Brody early on. The Brody just completely claps you, dude. Like, I think a lot of Melissa players now, they're expecting to deal as much damage as... Oh my god, this is a good check. Ooh, flicker, good one.
Yeah, good one. It gets us as well. This is one of the, I guess, like the advantage when you're playing Ruby. That first kill is actually hitting pretty hard, especially after the buff. So you can secure the EXP crab quite well, especially against Uranus.
Oh.
Yeah, this is what happens when you trade.
The Brody Melissa is still a very interesting matchup. It looks like Kenziski is doing pretty good against the Melissa in this case.
Zion has QC.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Heck?
Oh.
Maybe
Use
you
him
don't
more.
say that. You say that and he goes for a smooch under turret, dude.
Surely
Getting too
we can secure
confident.
this one, right?
Hey?
I wonder who got it.
It's Brody, should be. Yeah, he got the gold advantage there. See?
Okay. Still quiet in the early stage of the game. Everyone's just focusing on the early game. That's a freeze over to Audi TZ. He should be able to get out just fine, but he's got quite low now. And remember, we have 6 seconds left for the neutral objective to spawn, the first one at that of the game. Nazara's already in vicinity, looking to get a pick onto his own jungle before he corrals over it. And Afro's there as well. It's a mirror play in a 50-50 Andoryu versus Nazara. Who gets it?
So far, Navi, though, has been winning the mid-prio here. Out Dizzy is already half HP, and he's actually taking the long route just to get the turtle bit. But now, good pokes by Cars. Already an ultimate expended towards the Uranus. I don't know if that's a good decision, but now Andoryu is going to be jumping in. Napro with the pokes as well. It's going to be a boy instead taking the turtle out of all people. Deja vu, it was Kenziski in the second game, but now a boy is here.
I was gonna say it was really good zoning coming in from Navi. Feather airstrike, Jize opened it up, and Doryu as well. And you can see Geek Fam really slowly going back. So avoid the fact that he was able to get that neutral objective, I think quite clutch for Geek Fam in the early game.
Take a look at the emblems by Bayou real quick. Bargain Hunter for Zeon on the Melissa after he went for the Purify. Makes a lot of sense. Now, oh, Wrath of the Dryad!
A whole lot of
Crazy.
CC, that's a whole lot of ultimate, but now Feathered airstrike, missed out on the second one. Not really familiar with that for Jize, but now Andoryu at front line just dealing some damage towards Audi TZ, which is now half HP. Oh no. Oh no, Kenziski, you do not do that. Has to expend the flicker once again, but now he has the totem. But remember, surely no, he's already used that earlier, but now Apro still has the gold shield to tank up.
That was so close.
Damn, that was impressive. Kenziski just brute forced his way into a 2v1 win. And now he's going to try to convert on it. This is big if they are able to convert. If not, then it's all right. It's just a win. 1,000 puts them in a very good spot. Now V just needs to play safe for the Melissa to scale. And I guess the Hirara as well. This Ruby is a very good way to disrupt that though. And they have a lot of CC together with the Vexana to really lock this Hirara.
Oh, God. A wave clear.
Yeah. The Vexana things, man. Clears very quickly.
Kind of gross. Kenziski, first item priority on the Sky Piercer. Looking for those stacks, I believe, on the Brody. That's a lot of gold as well that he gets. Forcing Zeon as well to stay under turret. I thought they were going to find that opportunity to go for a pick onto him, but I guess they don't go for the gamble. And I guess right now, Melissa, I know it's the win con for Navi in the later stage of the game, but it has been quite behind, no? What's the gold difference? We'll see it later, perhaps.
For Kenzie, it's 500 gold that he's
there you
ahead, so it's quite the margin.
Hold on, Kenziski. Oh, beautiful second skill, just dodging everything, almost getting the gold crab as well. But now the fight will be happening on the other side of the map is the turtle. Second one of that.
dude, I'm not even joking. I think Kenzie might be my player of the match if he plays like this again. Apro!
Apro, Chain CC still has the Purify, but now Nazara should be having this one for free, and he will take that one for himself. 1k gold lead for Geek.
Again for Navi, it's scaling.
Is Cars gonna be okay?
Yeah.
I think he is.
Okay. So they go for the clear. I was just thinking about a boy for a second. Vexana, was this a signature hero back in the day, or is this something new for him?
I wouldn't say it's signature, but he was, you know, he played the Vexana a lot back in the day, yes.
Maybe the reason why it's never a signature is because it was never meta to begin with. You know?
Makes sense.
That's true. And usually when it is meta, he still prefers other picks like the Faramis back in the day, the Valentina as well. Oh, Marcel the Flicker. Wait, Andoryu!
Oh, Marcel might be a solo kill here, but no, GZ will be helping him as well. Andoryu should be having the skill in a second, and he will. But now in the top lane, it's gonna be the retaliation, but Apro will be the one taken down, plus the turret. So I think it is still a win for Geek Fam at the end of the day.
And they also get a tower over it, right? So the structure is permanent. It's something that Geek Fam can definitely use to their advantage. Now, Zeon really needs to think because he has to catch up on farm. He's behind 1,500 of Kenziski now at this stage in time. Wait a second. Nazara?
Equalization, but Nazara or GZ actually didn't want to commit towards a burst down there. Cars will also take the structure on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is not bad at all, by the way. Like, yes, Geek Fam got a win initially, but a kill on the XP for a kill on the roam with a turret, and a turret traded back from Navi. I'd actually give it back to Navi now. The fact that... oh, dude, okay. There is still a pretty big gap there between the gold laners in farm.
Yep.
So that's the silver lining now. For Geek Fam, they really need to start playing for Kenzie. But guess what? With the Uranus, you're a lot safer. You don't need to give the Brody as much respect as you did before, right? So that's why now he's much more comfortable still staying within that turret, walking up, clearing up. On the Esmeralda, you can't be doing this. You can't really just walk up against the Brody like that. So yeah, he's able to clear out the wave, getting tempo. Now moving around, Jizzy gonna stop the taunt.
That's a taunt, that's an arm offended, but now the Eternal Guard also has been expended though for a boy. That's no longer a resource available in the total fight, but now Geek Fam still wants to control this one. A level lead for Andoryu, currently 11 to 10 compared to Nazara. But now Geek Fam is going to drag down the total towards their advantage. RTZ is still scouting the front line, being the permanent defender for Geek Fam currently. But now RTZ, beautiful weather to dry it. But now not Nazara though, getting caught up in the golden hour. And Geek Fam once again gets the objective. And they bounce out.
Yep. It seems Navi just have a thing for scaling, dude. They really like scaling. I think they also botch a lot of their early game plays. Oh, good dodge by Apro if that was intended. Cars up top. Again, a lot more comfortable still staying in front. But still, turret will be taken. Decam sent 4 members up top, and Navi this time are caught lacking. They aren't able to look for any trades on the map. Oh, what? This is getting really desperate from Navi.
Do they not just want to buy time? Isn't that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. But also, like, they're walking up. The Feather Airstrike comes in. I guess it's just an attempt. As long as Melissa gets the scale, I think we've seen these games before. You know, literally match number 1, game number 2, Kevin was able to scale up to be a monster late game.
And GZ scales too.
That's true, exactly. So that's why they need an artillery mage and Melissa, I guess, or a late game good clear gold laner to scale up, and that they have right now with
damage control.
Cars on Uranus, which is much more comfortable than an Esmeralda for me.
I remember GZ was actually debuting in MPL ID with Farsa, I believe.
Yep,
now that's a lot of damage towards that boy. The dive is already there. Marcel though stuck in no man's land.
Wow.
Taking all the turret hits in the golden hours as well, but now the models. No, it's actually Cars taking down the enemy, but now Kenziski got his chest down, and there's no way he can get away from this one unless he has other plans right here, but no, it's gonna be Apro taking them down. Navi just chasing Geek Fam down to the ground. Only 2 left on the board for Geek, and there's no way they can defend the mid turret here.
Damage control until they find an opening and an opportunity just like that, and I think Navi found it very, very well. Andoryu being able to bait the resources, really great weaving in and weaving out. Second, Nazara, Afro, that's 3 people, Nazara.
Shifty though, Nazara still able to get away from some of the damage, but now 4 guys is on him. Nazara, can he get away from this one? Whoa. I don't think so, but he gets one. Just for retaliation, but it's only Apro.
Still, good. Jungle for Rome.
So it's worth it for Navi, right?
Certainly.
Yes. They're going to pick on the jungle. That means free Lord, unless Geek Fam try to contest this, which means it's also going to be 4v4 without the jungler, one of the main damage dealers.
They still might want to fight here. They have a lot of CCs. Cars will be the target. That's enough burst damage from Genziski. But now the Lord surely will be taken down by Andoryu, and he gets the red tree quite easily. Navi, look at the gold swing.
Geek Fam really lost it, didn't they? They lost their control. They had everything going for them. They had a good gold lead for the Brody as well. They had a stack on him. The structures were in their favor. So what happened? How did they lose control so quickly?
I think it's because they just took a fight that they didn't need to, really, right? Like, again, with this kind of composition, you just need to play around objectives when you have the lead. Because it's built for it. With the Ruby, with the Belleric, yes, you can initiate, but a lot of times you just want to hold position, zone people from neutral objectives. Navi were able to punish that in the bottom lane, and again, this is why I love the Uranus more than the Esmeralda. So much more than the Esmeralda. You're so tanky, dude. It's so hard to kill.
Oh man, the range difference as well from a boy here, and also Gise. A boy is forced to play in the back line, meanwhile Gise, especially when Apro is in the front line, you can just play as to the front as you want to.
Yep. With the Marcel, classic stuff. You're able to golden hour to get the Lord to shove, even with the Holy Shield. Bait out the Holy Shield. Now the bottom wave, tier 2s all around taken out. You want to get as many Holy Shields as possible, but at this point, I really feel Navi have outscaled Geek Fam. I think they've basically secured the win.
Yeah.
There's obviously some clutch factor here. They still have combos, so Geek Fam can still look for that. But
4 purifies.
Exactly what I was going to say. There's 4 goddamn purifies.
But in return, don't Geek Fam have lots of ways to kind of look for a trigger onto those purifies? I mean, they have the Vexana crowd control, Ruby crowd control, Belleric crowd control. Wait a second!
Maybe like this, Karsto. Finally getting taken down. That's the burst damage that you're talking about, Eterna. But I feel like in the grand scheme of things, when Apro is there, the golden hour will be huge.
Yeah. I don't know about that though. I think Navi are getting a bit too comfortable. I know that you outscale your opponents, but that doesn't mean you can just do whatever. Oh, speaking of whatever.
An example right away on cue.
That's a little risky.
Yeah, thankfully he's on a War Axe though, so he just heal up just fine, or just recall. Okay.
Okay, Divine Glaive now for Gise. This is it. These are the moments that are leading up to really bad damage team fights for Geek Fam. I think Holy Crystal plus Divine Glaive, I think it's over. Farsa, if they can't find a way to lock down Gise, it's gonna be very hard in these team fights.
Yeah, that's the words of the analyst, so might really happen.
Aether Wolf, reporting for duty.
Melfic gun already for Zeon. This is where he gets chopped, according to Sheffin in that matchup. Or, I mean, I think you guys know. You guys probably met a lot of Melissas in the... Doryu, careful, brother. Okay. So yeah, they've dealt with the wave in the bottom lane. Now it's going to be Nazara who deals with it. Means that Navi can just have free hold on the Lord, get the position as well, and set up for that. Crazy poke on Audi Tizi. He has regen, but Lord's going to be at half. Already, the wave is dealt properly by Nazara, but they get mid-prio as well. And now, Cars walking up. Apro as well, they're zoning.
Yeah, Flicker is up for everyone except Marcel. It's going to be Andoryu taking that for himself. Oh. By a boy, though. Oh, that's a big ultimate by Audi Tizi, but the Purifiers are popping up. And now Apro stuck in no man's land. It's going to be Genziski securing another kill for himself. 4 kills so far for Kenzie, but to what is the conversion?
Yeah, they lose one person, they lose Afro, and technically they will still have the high ground to go for the push, to go for the siege. Zeon's still alive, Gise is there as well to look for zoning. But how much can they take?
Starting to clear down the Lord though. A boy does have decent wave play with Kenziski as well. Oh man, the Lord might not even knock down the inhibitor turret, and that's a good defense by Geek Fam. So the Apro kill definitely converted right away to a good defense.
Yeah.
Shouldn't Cars have been able to, you know, like open vision for them?
He can, but doesn't really matter too much if they group up like that. Again, there are still tools for Geek Fam to come back, and the Purifiers were all down, so don't think it was worth taking that risk, walking up against this kind of composition. I think the big mistake was them actually fighting after getting the Lord. They got Lord, should just play with it. Again, they have the artillery to siege. They have a Melissa and a Farsa, but instead they looked for a fight. They wanted to close the game early, and that might have, bit them back in the butt because Kenzie, he's not a late game pick, but I mean, with a Sky Piercer, he can be. He scales technically with more and more executions. He will have more and more ways to execute you. That looks like a Wind of Nature, but I think it makes more sense for. Wait, yeah, it should just be Wind of Nature, or.
Gold?
Yeah, maybe it is Sea Halberd, dude. Maybe I am right. Maybe it looks more like a Sea Halberd, Get more damage in there. Go Glass Cannon.
Is that wise?
No, but to win the game now, I think you can't really rely on wisdom. You gotta rely on brute strength.
It's the Wind of Nature.
This is why they're 0. I'm jumping.
Whoa.
You gotta be ballsy, man.
I wouldn't accept that.
37 stacks.
Don't worry, I'll tell that to Erpang.
Don't worry, I will tell it myself. That's my GOAT you're talking about. And Audi Teasy, my GOAT. Next BTR, by the way.
The stacks aren't that great though, 37.
Dude, that's honestly, looking at how the game is played, not bad.
But what if it gets switched though? What else is there for Kinsiski? Just Rose Gold Meteor probably? If the stacks are gone. But now the stacks is still worth enough to be kept at this point of the game.
I think he needs the boots, bro. There's too many people running him down. He needs the boots. I don't think he... Well, for the swap, I think he swaps to, Emo Rose Gold. That's just the thing. They build up a wave down below, which is good. So this is going to be slow pushing back. But guess what? Guess who is right there? Uranus. Look at that. Cars.
No, I think they
Kill
won't
him.
punish the Uranus either.
He's a big boy.
I think Cars can actually just walk him down. But he knows that there are people backing him up.
Did he not have Sea Halberd earlier on?
I don't think so.
Game 2.
Or was that the previous game?
That was the previous game.
Okay.
So yeah, now if you're just gonna hold this, they have a slow push, I think. Is it a slow push in the bottom lane? I think it is a slow push.
Yeah.
Winter Crown, there you go. Big for Cars. Consecration already down though for Cars.
It's a tough job for Marcel and AudiTZ. They
Look
have
at
to
that.
find something, but at the same time, when you're getting poked down like this, how do you do that?
For Purifies, remember. So difficult for Geek Fam to look for a set. They gotta go in layers. Endless battle for Endoryu.
At this point, you might want to go for the pure objective fight. Cars will be the target. Did not even use the Purify. Again, all the resources are burned. No Eternal Guard. No, I'm offended. This might be a window for Navi. There you go, Apro immediate. Concealed play. The models has been placed. Endoryu looking for the 50-50. Nazara still looking for an angle to go in. But Navi, do they want to reset this? But it's going to be Endoryu with the Retribution.
Nice,
Golden Hour, beautifully placed by Apro. Now Nazara in a tough situation. AudiTZ as well. He's going to chase down Marcel with a big I'm offended, but unfortunately the damage is just not enough. Kenziski, total pat memory though. Not much damage. Now a boy is going to get run down by Apro and the whole team of Navi. Endoryu, Cars, Kenziski now down, shut down by Gize. Only one left is Nazara, and he will bite the dust as well in the hands of Endoryu.
5-man strong, 5-man walking into the base after what looked like a very difficult early game. Navi close things out, and they take the series for themselves. 2-1 for Navi.
Give me scaling heroes. Melissa, Moskov, Claude in the gold lane. Farsa, Lilia, or Navaria in the mid, and we good. Navi again with another comeback late game win under their belt. Steadily at the top of the standings, still number 2, but a crazy run for Navi, man. We expected them to be strong, and they have been. Composed, disciplined, very different from the Navi of the past. It's actually quite the opposite for Navi in the past in Season 17. Known to win early game, but to fall off later on. Not having the discipline nor the composure to end things. But it is a fantastic performance this time around in Season 18. It's the complete opposite. They relinquish early game control for late game.
I've played these games before, man. You do not celebrate a victory in the second game. You know, you never celebrate that.
There were definitely moments of brilliance here coming in from Geek Fam. There were moments that boy, I think just in that final escapade, they were kind of too fast when it came down to their resource usage, and Navi utilized it to their advantage. Unfortunate But of course, there were moments from Auditizi. We saw crazy things coming from Kenziski too. This is still a team with so much potential. It's headed in the right direction. It just needs a little bit more fine-tuning.
Bro, the farce is just that good, I'm telling you. That should have been the pick game too.
Well, let's talk to the victors here. Let's talk to Navi.
Navi menolak untuk tumbang untuk di match kali ini.
Triple to 50 fam, this man.
Hai guys,
Hey,
teman-teman
guys.
semua. Ini kalian meta comeback atau gimana ini?
Are you guys the master of comebacks?
Nggak tahu sih.
Oh, no.
Main-main aja tadi.
Oh, I just play.
Main-main?
That's it.
Main-main kayak main aja gitu.
Main
Kayak
aja.
Nggak terlalu musingin gimana gamenya, yang penting.
We don't really
kita
care about how the
kasih
game
terbaik
goes.
aja.
Oh, yang
As long as we
penting
give it our
terbaik
best.
aja, yang penting main lepas aja ya. Bohong-bohong, siapa tadi yang ngomong bohong-bohong? Coba Jize.
Someone
Bohong-bohong,
said
kenapa
it's a lie,
bohongnya?
it's a lie apparently.
Andro.
No, Andro.
Andro tadi
Andro.
udah dance gitu, itu dance happy, dance
You
kemenangan.
danced
kah?
earlier. Was that
Dance
a victory
kemenangan
dance?
Iya?
Huh?
Nggak bersilat aja.
Oh,
No, not really.
baik. Tapi mungkin pertanyaannya lebih ke game yang kedua.
But the question might
Itu bisa
be
dijelasin nggak sih,
game
ada apa
2. What happened game 2?
Coba, ini
Oh, here it is.
ternyata Zion.
Here it is, Zion.
Hai Zion, welcome back.
Welcome back, Zion.
Hai Zion.
Halo.
Zion,
Zion,
di game
hello.
yang kedua ada apa sih?
What happened in game number 2?
Di game yang kedua, kenapa tuh?
Kenapa ya? Nggak tahu
Oh
juga
no.
sih.
Oh
Kalau
no.
dari Zion sendiri, apa yang dirasa?